Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome to Edge of Legend, Season 2, Episode 46, here on Nat 20 Productions Official on Twitch. So we are going to do a bit of a hello with the crew that you see here, do a recap, and then get right into tonight's episode. Let's start off with Sidney. Sidney, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Sidney Rubino. I play Alona, the half-elf cloistered cleric, and our pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. Wes, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hi everybody, I'm Wes Johnson, aka Wes_IRL, and I play Dragon Targear, the Dustwalker Magus. We like to blow things up with fireballs.
Who doesn't? And last and certainly not least, Kylie, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. I play Shionobis, the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her.
Yes. Well, that just leaves little old me. My name is PJ. I am the GM for Edge of Legend here on Nat 20 Productions Official. My pronouns are he, him, and tonight I'll be playing everyone and everything else in between. Quick recap. If you haven't had the chance yet to see the recap, go ahead and later after the show, go check out youtube.com/nat20prods and go check out the recap. It's got this face in it. Should be very familiar. And like and subscribe and follow and all that good stuff. So, what you missed last week was a lot. The heroes, after getting the Blade of the War King away from Arbad and saving the world from that catastrophe, decided to go save the world from the other catastrophe and begin to temper Tobias's soul so that he could have his final triumphant fight and hopefully, maybe, possibly not die. We'll see. But they decided to follow a hunch and go back to Dragon's Grave. And the one way to get Tobias along for the ride was to make it be a beauty pageant. And they really, they jumped into that with both feet. They were like, we need to get contestants and judges and sparklers, and it was a whole amazing thing. They start making all their checks, getting all their invites out, and there's Tobias, as happy as a clam. Yes, beauty pageant, and I shall judge. Of course I shall. But while they're there, they decide to go check out one of the hunches. A while back in episode, 30-something, they found a giant blue crystalline rock with a person inside. Well, Lothier found it. And they decided to go grab that out of the water. It wasn't easy because they confirmed that this was the same blue rocks that almost killed Shionobis in season 1, and the same material that Larian Voss's axe is made out of. So this is kind of a dangerous, powerful material. They make a conversation with Half. They summon Half, the god of the water, who owns these rocks. They are his children. And he agrees to get this giant crystal out of the water. They remove the crystal, and sure enough, this man inside who is stuck on the throes of death, and Lothier and Alona just immediately go to work on saving him, is Tobias's dad. His dad, who has been gone for Tobias's entire life. Dragon, realizing that if this was going to be the last chance that Tobias would get to see his dad, he believed that Tobias should be here for this. Runs off, grabs Tobias, brings him back. Tobias then sees his dad for the first time in his entire life. And it goes about as bad as you think it would go. A lot of mean words were said, a lot of feelings were hurt, and eventually everyone finally kind of overpowered Tobias's pain and douchiness and forced him to meet his dad face to face. And that's kind of where we ended episode 45, in the middle of a Cat Stevens song. And now they're back. Cat's in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. So let's pick it up there. Why not? I'm just gonna drop you right in the middle of this awkward moment.
No, I hate that song. I hate that song. It makes me so sad.
It is so sad, right?
It's a really sad song. Whenever it would come on the radio, I'd be listening like, the classic rock channel with my mom and dad, and all of a sudden this song would come on. I'm like, mood killer. Okay, so we're watching Tobias and his dad.
Yeah, Tobias is talking to Tobit. I think the last words we ended episode 1 on was basically, all right, Dad, let's go save the frickin' world. And there's kind of an awkward pause as Tobias just kind of like he's like gonna punch his dad in the shoulder and then stops and then turns around and says, I'm going to a bar. Any bar first bar I find, I'm going to that one.
Valid. That's understandable.
Dragon wipes his face and taps him on the shoulder and just starts walking.
Alona's gonna help Tobit up off of the ground. How's his physical state? I know we stabilized him, but he's been dead for almost dead, frozen in a rock for a long time.
Yeah, he has been, I think, dying 3 for almost 30 years. He is now back to, I want to say, like 20-something HP. He's good. The only reason he is good is because he is magically emboldened right now. He's magically bolstered. Otherwise, he'd probably be bedridden.
Ah, yes. Okay, so he probably should not drink heavily. Alona's gonna help him up. And say, so as they go on ahead, I know you just got back, and maybe you'd like to spend some quality time with your son, or alone. Either of those things is valid. Is there anything that you would prefer to do? Because you do have agency here. You are a human being.
Tobit just kind of does like, that kind of touching you do when you're trying to like self-soothe, just kind of some hands and, kind of like his chest. He's in his anger. He tore his tunic previously, and he kind of stops and says, I haven't eaten in 30 years. I'd like some food, please.
Absolutely. Let's follow everyone else and we'll get you some really good food. I'm sure Dragon's Grave has a lot to offer.
I'm gonna run up and catch up with Dragon and like hook my arm around him as we're walking. Hey. You alright?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. Sorry for the drama.
Oh, it's fine. I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I'm here if you want to talk or something.
I appreciate that, but right now, I need many stiff drinks. Many.
That's understandable. And I won't hold it to you that you shoved me to the ground or anything, but just know, I'm coming for you next.
He looks very ashamed. He just looks straight at the ground. I'm very sorry about that. I need to apologize to Alona as well. Yeah, I kind of realized what happened after I'm sorry.
I was kind of impressed, not gonna lie. Most people can't get past me, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, luckily I had the advantage of you not trying to kill me. I think it would have been a different situation.
Yeah, okay, you got a point there.
Yeah.
You got a point there. And she's just gonna keep walking with him.
And she's just gonna, don't worry, drinks are on me tonight.
All right. Let me see here. So there are a few bars in Dragon's Grave that have, of course, stiff drinks and good food. I believe the last time you went to one, you went to the what?
Oh God! Wait, Tobit the guy that was saved by Tobit, the one that we talked to. He, oh wow. If we go to that one bar, we're probably gonna see him.
There's that, and
I
also
remember who this is.
Yeah, you went to find him with Tobias when actual Tobias was on the stream.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, exactly, Reeve Psyche. Where's the one with the other tempered guy? Yeah, the one that was summoned in the other circle prophecy that Tobit was like, no, you can't be sacrificed too. I'll sacrifice myself so that you don't have to die. That guy lives here.
Yes. I'm trying to find his name, but he was originally a butcher in Or when he was summoned to be considered for the eighth cycle prophecy, as like just a crap ton of people tend to get in. And Tobit, realizing this guy's a butcher and could not, do all the fighting that's necessary, hatched a plan to get him and everyone else out of town that, couldn't handle it. And the butcher ended up here in Dragon's Grave. He
I'll look
goes,
for his name too.
yeah, he tends to frequent the Eulogy and Fire Tavern. It's a very depressing memorial bar. There's also the Dragon's Maw Tavern and the Buried Cask Tavern.
also I just going to throw this out there. Tobias and him are the same age.
Oh, crap.
Tobias and
And his father.
Oh God, you're
Because
right.
he's
Yeah.
like been pretty much frozen in blue carbonite for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I will laugh so hard if his dad starts stealing girls away from Tobias. Because that's
Yes.
Well, it's a good point. I
Yes.
wonder where Tobias got his like philandering like nature from.
Actually, that's a very good question. He did say it a few times when you all tried to get him to reconnect with his dad. He said, "I don't need you. I had a father. He was a lecherous dwarf." He mentioned this lecherous dwarf over and over again a few times.
Oh, huh. So lechery's not genetic. Good to know.
I
a
mean,
little
I would
bit of that
hope
too.
it's not. It's got to be nurture, right?
Who knows? Who knows? Also, the guy's name is Kane Chasen.
Mm-hmm. Kane Chasen. So if you want to go back and meet Kane Chasen, you can go to the Fire and Eulogy Tavern. There's a strong chance that a retired cycle priest and a retired butcher is probably going to be spending his afternoons in his favorite bar. Or you can try the other bars for maybe a more uplifting environment. Or hey, some people like to drink when they're sad. You
No,
want to have a sad place to drink.
that's a good point. The fire and eulogy was incredibly depressing. I forgot about the frescoes of people dying on the walls. Let's not go there.
That's true. It's you get the feeling that the Fire and Eulogy Tavern is really the memorial tavern of the memorial city about the Grand Dragon War. It's great if you want to do research and rub elbows with people who might know about that 5,000 year or that war 5,000 years ago. But if you're looking for a better mood for, I don't know, maybe a father and son reunion for the first time in their existence, maybe not the best atmosphere.
Which one's the fun bar then?
Well, there are two elder ones that
They're
are
both fun.
they gotta be more fun than the Fire and Eulogy Tavern. So the Dragon Maw Tavern, which is a tavern that is built inside of basically a giant dragon skeleton. So
That one. That one. I want to hear you describe that one for no other reason than I know that you are a master of descriptions, and that will be awesome to hear.
okay, I mean, I'm super down. Let me give you the selling point. The other one, the Buried Cask Tavern, is a tavern that has been built to resemble a dwarven mine because they found an old dwarven ale cask buried at this location, and it was their kind of like investment egg or nest that they used to start the entire tavern with. So it's like this big circular place, lots of drinks, and the very, very dead center, like Sword in the Stone style, is the massive dwarven cask. That if you want, if you're very rich or very brave, you can try to take this old dwarven cask on.
Well, damn. No, they both sound really cool. Can't you make a mediocre bar? I'm just kidding.
Who wants a mediocre
No
bar?
one wants a mediocre bar.
Is there a tiki
Escapism.
bar?
It's a
Tiki bar.
Welcome to Spitfire Tavern, home of the Spitfire drink. You just a little cinnamon on it. You go,
I don't know, guys. What do you think? You have a preference? Do you care?
Dragon want drink.
Let's go to the dragon one.
Mood.
Dragon one.
that got me. Okay. Dragon Maw it is. So you lead the group, Tobias, Tobit, you three, anyone else that you wish to come, to the Dragon's Maw Tavern. You see a massive dragon's head, mouth wide open, adorned with just a plethora of trinkets and personal objects and artifacts. You see this massive dragon head, huge dragon body that's been built and kind of honed down to almost look like a building and a dragon spine. The door is put inside the mouth, and as you basically have to walk through the mouth to get to the door, the inside of its mouth has been turned into this amazing waiting area with old paintings, beautiful furniture, and a big red rug to resemble a tongue. Opening through the door, you see the inside of the dragon. You see the bones of the ribs kind of bending inward, and on these ribs, people have placed drinks to dry. They've placed like things that they're done with. They just kind of like poke through it, and they're using the bones as a system of inventory and categorization for old, new, used, etc. There is kind of like a deep alcove that goes down in the center where it opens up to this huge kind of recessed seating arrangement with many tables, as well as in the center you find a series of old draconic artifacts. And yeah, it's like, imagine, if you will, if someone could take a TGI Fridays and like a Dave and Buster's and just put it inside a dead ass dragon.
You just killed it for me.
You're welcome.
I mean, no, that's exactly what Dragon wants. He's like in heaven right now.
Thank God it's dragons.
Drinks and games and dragons.
Awesome. Okay.
Perfect.
Guess we're walking up to the bar then.
Uh,
Do they have food?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Good, good, good.
So Dragon's gonna walk up to the bar. He's gonna slap down 100 gold and be like, "Drinks and food for me and my friends, please."
The bartender looks at the gold and goes, "All right. Yeah, sure. We could do that. Drinks for you and your friends." They take the gold, put in like a little receptacle, and they go,
Strong
"All right, so
drinks,
strong drinks.
please.
For all that gold, you get one of two options for your drink. A, you can take whatever we have here on tap, or B, you can take from the dragon's gullet."
You just see Dragon's eyes perk up, like, "What is that?"
Well, you see, the dragon that we built this bar inside of, it's dead, but the magic inside of it doesn't die. It's still living inside of the bones and the glands. So, I've got this thing over here. It's a never-ending magical receptacle. You want something a certain way, it makes it for you.
That. 100% that.
All right. So, because it is still, related to a dragon's gland, and he reaches up and gets this giant stone stein that's like covered in leather on the inside, and he goes, This is so that your drink doesn't burn through a normal tankard. Off you pop.
All right. He's gonna like just kind of like you see like a little skip in his step, like he's forgotten about the drama at this point. It's like, and you just see like kind of the giddy smile of a kid being like, "I get to drink from a dragon," and goes up and is gonna hold this giant mug up and like close his eyes and think of like one of these really strong Svigar meads. It's like a raspberry like raspberry mead, but it's really really strong.
You come to so the thing in question, it looks like a massive like a heart or a bladder, some organelle in the body, and it's just like you can even see it just kind of beating like a heart. You stick the liquid in there, and you can hear the sloshing. And as you do, bright lights start to come to glow on the organ and just shoot out. And you bring it back up, and believe it or not, it's the exact same mead you thought of from home, but it's shooting a bunch of friggin' arcane energy out of it. It's like someone just took a bunch of pop rocks and threw it in your drink.
You don't have to sell me on this any harder, PJ.
I hope it's a heart and not a bladder.
Yeah.
But before he drinks it, he's gonna pull out a little tiny book and in Draconic say, "Thank you."
Aww.
As you say that, the entire bar just goes, "You're welcome."
He smiles even bigger. Cheers, and like walks back to the table. Guys, I got a drink from a dragon.
Wait, so this...
Did everyone in the bar
What?
hear that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Or you're welcome.
Everyone's just going, and they're just going back to their time.
Also, if this dragon is conscious, he's just chill. With these people moving in, setting up shop, drinking from his not bladder, not heart thing, and just
Also-
like, it's fine. I'm already dead, sort of.
Yeah, it's like, look, I'm already dead. I'm just looking at, a pile of bones that you turned into this lovely experience for the townsfolk. But like, my ghost is still watching and having a good time. Why not?
PJ,
Yeah.
you realize that you've made a dragon bone luge, right?
Yep.
Okay.
What's that?
Like an ice luge?
What's that?
Like when you put a drink at one end and then it just comes down a long
Makes it
chute to the
cold.
other.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So here you are.
The cold drinky slide.
The whole drinky slide. Good old drink chute.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's called
So-
an ice luge.
You're in this dragon experience, this wonderful bar with a much better ambiance, much better energy. You're seeing people have like hammered and nailed an assortment of different trophies and draconic things into the wall. It's a much more fun place. And like, yeah, it's a tavern. So there's still like the occasional like rowdy bar fight and the bards playing their songs, but it's so much better than the Eulogy and Fire for sure.
Yeah, Dragon's gonna like take a big gulp of this arcane magic liquid.
It tastes. First, there's a brief period where you put it in your mouth, and it's like the liquid is trying to figure out what it is, and then by the second sip, it nails it even better than home could. It's so fresh, vibrant, strong, very strong. It still has that kind of musky, like nutty note, bready note on the back end, but on that front end, it's just right amount of sweet raspberry. And the minute you sip it, you can kind of feel your cheeks get warm already. It's potent.
I gotta ask though, with the arcane magical energy, do my spells get a boost?
Your spells don't get a boost, but because you are drinking a magical fluid from basically embalmed from a dragon, you start having this out of body experience where you start seeing runes and sigils on your frame, and
Wait
you
a
start
sec.
seeing all these lights start to appear in front of you, and you start seeing all the spells you know written
Oh.
and categorized in levels and in slots.
Hold up, though. Isn't Dragon's Grave the city where Dragon can't use arcane magic?
No, that's in
Bummer.
New Jack City.
That's New Jack City. Okay, okay. Sorry. My brain was crossing the last cities we've been to.
It's okay.
Um,
I'm not making
okay.
any fireball rocks here.
Seanibus is just watching this in horror. Like, ew. Do you just see what that came? Ew. And
Try
just,
it. You try it.
Mm.
You get it? What? Why not? It's delicious. Look, this is Sveigar specialty.
Did you see what that came out of?
Yeah, wasn't it cool?
Ew.
Dragon. Magic dragon drinks.
Please tell me the food also doesn't come from the dragon.
Oh, do you
It
think
does
they have
come from
dragon
the
meat?
dragon.
It comes from the dragon.
Comes from the dragon.
So what? We go up there with like a bowl, and we're like, "Hello, dragon, food, please." And the dragon just loogies up some like meatballs.
No, ew, no. So there's
Dragon
actually a
egg
little.
drop soup.
There's a built-in restaurant into one side of the dragon's frame, so you're seeing like the ribs have been lovingly twisted and built around to get like an awning and some nice walls. Like it's literally of the bones itself. And at the counter, they have what looks like this kind of muscle that smashes together and opens up. And people are asking for something. It's poof, you see a bunch of magical lights, poof, and as it opens up, there's the food they asked for.
This is
Inside of its muscles.
Just like that.
this is the best bar ever.
I'm with Shionibus on this one. Hey Tobit, if you wanna go get some magical, nostalgic food from your childhood or something, like you go live your best life, buddy. I'm gonna snack on some rations, 'cause that
Yeah.
throws me off.
And
I have those stale bun boys in your bag alone.
Dragon is
Jeez.
looking at both of you like horrified. Like, why would you not want to eat like the magical dragon food that can be whatever you want?
Because it came out of that.
You
Are you
eat?
kidding me?
Do you eat meat, Geonimus?
Occasionally.
Uh huh. And where does that come out of?
A regular animal?
Uh huh.
Not a freaking this.
Yeah, this is way cooler.
Like, how long has it been dead? That's probably the bigger question. Because at least what I eat is like freshly killed. This, however, looks like it's been dead for at least a millennia, and I would know because I'm half that age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
and-
pass. Pass.
Well, fine. He takes another, like, stares at Shionibus while drinking, like, glug, 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 glug.
Is there anything that doesn't come from the dragon?
Yes, their cheapest fare on the menu is more mundane. So the bar does have a bunch of things you can get that are like, you know, a couple of silver pieces. Here you go. Here a couple, like a small amount of gold. Here you go. Basic our shelf meat or shelf liquor or shelf ale. We have basic like meat shanks, bread and potatoes or something. You know.
Sure. I appreciate the detailed description. I just want something that's not that. So it doesn't matter. Dragon's already been generous and paid the money, thankfully. So we'll maybe save him some money and get something a little cheaper that doesn't scare us half to death.
More than welcome to.
Yeah, Dragon's gonna finish the stein and set it down in front of Tobias. Go get magical dragon drink.
Tobias just kind of looks at you, looks at it, looks at the magical drink bladder, and just goes, "Yep, might as well. Why not?" He gets up and walks over. He gets his thing, pours it in there, thinks really hard. Off in the distance, you hear him going, "Holy shit. Hey guys, Dragon's correct. This stuff is amazing."
See? What did I tell you? I'm gonna go get food. And he kind of runs over to the food area and thinks of Svegar swordfish, which is like grilled swordfish with like lemon, pepper, rosemary, and a few other things. And that's like he's getting all of this nostalgia from this. Like,
you see the chambers slam down, open up. You see a massive plate, steaming swordfish, with all of the seasonings and marinades on it. You can just see the smoke coming off of it, with a side of garlic whipped mashed potatoes and a nice like loaf of honey bread on the side, and maybe not Dragon's favorite, but a side of spice grilled carrots and broccoli.
oh no, Dragon loves all of that.
Oh,
He's very happy. He like picks up this giant platter and is just smiling the whole way back to the table and sets it down with a thud and just looks at it like, I haven't had this in so long, you guys. All right, look, I know you're weirded out because it's like from a dragon and stuff, but like, at least try a bite. Like one. Just one bite.
I'm gonna look at Alona. Fine. One bite. That's all we're doing.
All right.
That's all I'm doing.
And he's gonna carefully like cut a couple pieces off for them and like,
Feed her.
yeah, and then like he kind of like scoops up a little bit of everything. Like, this is how we eat it in Svagar, okay? Get a little bit of
Mix
everything.
Oh God, it's all touching. No, it's all touching. Why is it all touching?
Really? And he like goes back for Alona's like fork and like separates everything back out again. Fine. Sionibus, are you okay if it's
Yes, I'm fine.
okay?
I'm not a child.
Yeah.
Plenty of adults don't like that either.
Let me rephrase. I'm not picky. Looks at Alona.
Yeah.
I'll take a bite, I guess. I'm scared.
Dragon's gonna eat a bite with Sionibus.
You taste
So
the
cute.
most amazing, warm and full flavored fish, where every spice and citrus marinade just brings out the flavor that much more, paired with a warm and buttery garlic of the potato, the perfect sweet, moist honey bread, and that wonderfully buttery spiced vegetable. It is the most amazing concoction of flavors, and the minute you eat it, your body lights up like a firecracker.
It's all right.
He just gives you a knowing look, like, too bad, little miss. I'm a big girl now, doesn't want to try it.
You gave me some. I'm still eating it, just not all at the same time.
No,
I
it's
like
fine.
to taste my foods separately.
So
Unless
like,
it's meant to go together, like, in like a bowl or something.
so you like eat a piece of like just cooked chicken, and then you'll take a bite of rosemary as well.
That's a seasoning. You know what I'm talking about.
This is like it's a look how we make it in Svagar. You eat it all together. That's how the dish is supposed to be served. I'm just look. You do whatever you want. I'm just saying.
So you're saying that if it were to go together, it would be a bowl of mashed potatoes and then greens and then chicken mixed all the way up in a bowl.
No, you don't mix it up in a bowl. You cut off a piece of the fish and you scoop the potatoes and then you add a piece of like it's not all mixed together in a bowl. That everything would get soggy and gross then. Take a piece of each.
I don't know. It sounds like it might be better in a bowl. You've never seen Alona, by the way, eat food normally. Everything we've eaten has been like hard, like camp food, like rations. We've never really had a meal together except at Alona's parents' place.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And you did notice that everything on her plate was separated in sections and none of it touched. You're thinking back now and you're like, huh. And so this is the first time you're seeing her eat and it's not. Yep.
This might be a bit of a weird deep cut, but does she use a spoon to eat everything as well?
No.
Listen. Listen.
Look. Dragon needs to know if Alona uses a spoon to eat everything.
I haven't thought about it. I don't know if I should make her exactly like me. I do only eat with a spoon most of the time.
That's fine, as long as it's not a spork.
No.
I do know people that do that. It's the spoon with the sharp edge and the little tiny, fork things.
It's the danger spork, or the danger spoon is
Yeah.
what a spork is. Danger spoon.
But sure. She only eats with a spoon.
You don't have to. I was jumping in on the fun too. You can do whatever.
No. We'll make it. I will say though, Sidney is not averse to having food touched. I mix everything up and make it mushy.
Mushy.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I like soups and I like bowls of stuff. Dude,
Yeah,
that's Sydney's thing.
when
Lots of sauce, like a wet. Anyway, yes, Alona insists that you feed it to her separately on a spoon.
Dragon's gonna look at Alona, look down at the food and just blink, and you just see one vein in his neck pop out. I will get you a spoon. And then
Yay.
slowly, he's tense. His shoulders are tense as he's going up to ask for a spoon. Can I get a spoon, please?
Yeah. I just hand you the spoon, very confused.
Thank you. And he's just gonna walk over slowly and
Jonabus is stealing another bite before he comes back.
and hands Alona a spoon.
Amazing. Spoongate.
Spoon gate.
Great. She's gonna try it, and I'm sure it's incredible. I'm sure it's delicious. Alona's gonna try some, and she's gonna go, "Wow, Dragon, your dish is incredible. Did you used to make this at home?"
Well, my mother did, and then my mother taught my wife how to do it as well. So it's been a while.
You think
so
you
good.
could learn how to make it so you can make it for us?
Possibly, but we'd also need to go to Svigar and fish for a swordfish, and then I could make it. Yes.
Maybe after we save the world.
Yeah. Or if we really screw up, then I'm sure that it'll be real easy to catch fish because the whole world will be underwater. Drinks more.
Yeah. Is this the Miyazaki food episode?
I mean, we had one in Osmocon. We had one in
We did have one.
Shin.
That's true. I will say the one exception is that Alona does really like using chopsticks, and so does Sidney. It's not forks,
Yeah.
man. Something against forks and knives. Weird.
I mean, putting sharp things into your soft mouth, that's just a bad move.
I just realized something.
Apparently, I broke Sidney with that. I
Yep.
don't know.
Oh, it's soft mouth. You're right. It's the most neurodivergent thing I've ever heard in my entire life,
Yep.
but it's so accurate.
Mm-hmm. I
Oh.
just realized that Dragon's never seen or used chopsticks before, so he would probably try and use them like a kebab.
Oh, I can definitely see you doing that. Just like you're holding them like this. You're like, I don't get it. Stab. Oh, hey, all right, cool.
Yeah, figured it
Along
out.
forks.
Got it.
That is so wholesome. Well, now Alona's kind of tempted to do the thing. But she's going to hide it from Shionibus.
It's good, right? All I'm saying, look, you can do it the Svigar way, that's fine. But the food is good from the magical dragon.
I'm sure it's great. I will not be partaking.
But
Stepped
what?
away.
But we could have cake.
We can have cake.
I think that's a Dragon thing. I think that's, no, it's a West thing. West
It's,
just really
it's a
likes
both thing for sure. Dragon likes his sweets, and Wes can't have any right now. So living through a dragon.
You
Look,
can
if
have
you want a
0
bomb-ass
calories,
cake.
Sparkling water.
There you go. I was gonna say, if you want a bomb-ass cake, I will describe it. I don't know if that's gonna make it better for Wes, who's not having the cake, but I can.
I mean,
I just want mishmash.
Mishmash.
Yes, I want mishmash.
Okay, what kind of mishmash does Alona want?
No, I mean mishmash. It's a food.
Oh, I always thought mishmash was like crushing things and smooshing it together.
she
in
just
Cancer's
explained how
Deli.
that. She just explained how
LA.
she doesn't like that.
There is a dish called mishmash, which
Mhm.
is literally just soup, but it's a combination of like kreplach and like I just like saying it like that.
Kerplach.
And latkes and little noodles, and it's just that in a soup. It's like matzo ball soup, but with more stuff in it.
Man, that certainly
You know?
sounds like a lot of things combined together.
Yeah,
Taking
it's
all these
really
shots.
good, but it's in a soup, so it's different.
It's in a soup, so it's different.
I'm really excited.
So, all
I
right.
started salivating because I really want that soup.
So, is Alona ordering the mishmash from the dragon food area?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, sure enough, just. I'm assuming mishmash is served hot.
Yes.
All right.
Blech.
So you get this wonderful bowl with a spoon, and mishmash as well. It's already has this warm, salty and meaty smell to it. You can smell all the flavors working together. And now I'm salivating describing it. And yeah, do you try the soup there, or do you take it back to the table?
I'm gonna finish it all right now, so Shonimus doesn't see that I got soup from the dragon.
The first hit of the soup is like a warm hug for your tongue, and it makes your brain do a dance. It is incredible. Just like that.
I have been healed of all of my worries. Now I sneak back to the table. Worries be gone. Worries.
Out of character, Wes just had a horrifying thought.
Oh no.
What if this thing just makes illusion magic?
And we're actually just eating parts of a dead decaying body. Yeah. I mean, that was why I felt like I didn't want it to begin with. But you made it sound so good, and good food is good food, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to, you can make an Arcana check.
I don't know if Dragon wants to know at this point.
Oh, but Dragon's like, please, let me have this. I don't care if it's a lie.
I need a couple good things right now, and that's it.
So while we're doing this, how's Tobit and Tobias doing?
So Tobit and Tobias are having the most awkward meal. I mean, they love their food and they love their drinks. Tobit is keeping it really simple with like a beef stew and like a thing of water. And Tobias, of course, is living high with this wonderful scotch and this kind of red sherry glazed steak and like baby potatoes. And he's just oh, mm. And then they kind of stop and look at each other. And they just kind of go back to their food. And that's kind of how that entire thing is going. Just enjoy the food, stop, look at each other, tongue just kind of glances around the teeth, and then go back to the meal.
Do they look similar?
So much it's scary.
Yes! That's amazing.
Where Tobias was raised with like pretty boy couture and his hair is all perfectly like gelled and coiffed and looks amazing, blah blah blah. Like his dad Tobit has a bit more of like, he still has like the blonde hair with a little bit of the white gray starting to come in the sides from like, years of fighting an evil god. He's got kind of more of a short and strict uniform hairstyle and a little bit of the wrinkles starting to come in on the sides. And they're like, it's almost like someone took a Prince and the Pauper and just put it at your seat.
Let's do some icebreakers.
Because we just broke him out of the ice?
Haha. I'm funny. So hello, Tobit. My name is Alona. I'm from Orr, where you grew up apparently. And my favorite color is purple.
Huh.
That's great. I'm really happy for you. Purple's a really great color.
Thanks.
The color of royalty.
Yeah, sure, yeah. That makes sense. I think it's an Afro thing, to be honest with you. Shionibus!
Hi. I'm Shionibus. I'm from... She's like gonna glance at Alona, like, am I doing this right? I'm from Nubia. My favorite... Alona, this is dumb.
Well,
Do I have to say my favorite color, or was that just like you filling in a question?
I kind of just filled in a question. I mean, you can choose whatever you want to like talk about, I guess.
My god is Anubis. I don't know.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's
Yes.
great. You're just doing great.
Thanks. This is weird.
You're also a
Dragon?
princess.
Yeah.
Alona!
We all know.
No,
Not
yeah,
the entire-
Toba didn't know yet.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Your Majesty. I've only met a few princesses.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh,
Didn't hear that.
Oh, yes, your majesty.
Oh my god.
wait, how many princesses have you met, Tobit? You said you knew a few? I only know Shionibus.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah. When I was traveling, doing the eighth cycle business, being called like that back then, you'd get a lot of royal favors. Yeah, I met I met the Princess of Acadia, who I'm sure now is the Queen. I met I met the Princess of I met the Battle Princess of Asmakon, although I don't think she was actually royalty. I think that was just her ring name. I know. Oh, I did go to Nubia once. I met a queen there. And what? Wait a minute. And Toba just kind of looks at Shionibus. How old are you again, Your Majesty?
2000 ish, give or take a few hundred years.
Toba just kind of stares at you and just kind of nods, processing the data, and goes, huh. Yeah. I met you 30 years ago. Well, I met, yeah, 30 years ago, 35 years ago. Huh.
Dragon is like looking and listening, and then all of a sudden you just see his eyes go wide, and he just looks straight at Alona. Wait!
Did you and Tobit?
Is that why she has a thing for Tobias now?
Oh,
It all just clicked into place.
but that was a lie. I mean, right, yeah, maybe.
He said he got favors from royalty, but he didn't say what kind.
What were you in Nubia for? It's been a few years.
Oh, religious research. I was in the process of trying to go through my tempering and figure out, what the cycle was about, and figured one of the oldest nations, besides Acadia and besides Shin, hopefully they would know more about what I was actually supposed to do. I got this very esoteric prophecy that was like a puzzle, and after eventually just breaking down after years of traveling and researching and throwing myself into any dungeon that would looked evil, eventually I just broke down and went to Tanin, and we just did a very long research period, and then I tempered as best I could and went off and did the thing.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you most likely worked with my aunt more than anyone.
Yeah, I do remember you were kind of visiting briefly before going back out. Didn't seem very happy to be home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably said too
Yeah.
much, didn't I? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's there's a lot going on in that time. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah. And
She's going to down her drink.
Dragon is just staring intently while trying to drink his drink, just like, I don't want to miss anything.
Tobit, trying hard to now deflect, just says, don't cast any aspersions on your friend. Her honor is intact. I was very respectful for my time there in Nubia, and I met Margaret shortly thereafter, so nothing was unkind or untoward.
Why did
I
he
didn't
have to
say
say that?
I didn't
What?
say anything
That
was
came out
untoward.
of nowhere.
Are you sure? Because you both were the looks you were giving, and
What looks?
I could hear you.
What?
Yeah, no, you were insinuating some, funny business, and I just wanted to nip that in the bud.
Us?
you-
Never.
Yeah, and also you were definitely not Tobias's dad. Holy crap! You don't know. I mean, I thought I was awkward. No offense at all to you. You've also been locked up in an ice sun for a long time, so don't worry about it. We don't think anything weird happened at all. We're just joking. We're speculating. It's all in good fun.
Dragon looks at Tobias to see his reaction to this whole conversation.
Tobias is just sitting there, fork, knife, scotch, steak, staring at this whole scene. My father's a fucking nerd, and then goes back to his meal.
Yeah, it's moving on from this topic. It was lovely to see you alive again. I guess Dragon, you're up next.
Hi, I am Dragon. This is not my original body. I'm originally from Svigar, and I was not blue when I was born, but then I died, and now I am. Drinks? Does anyone want more drinks? I definitely would like another drink. Yeah.
Tobias just kind of also agrees to a drink.
So, Tobit, you said that you tempered your soul. How did you do that?
Well, I went through the process with Tanine. The first thing you have to do is forgive someone that has hurt you, and then forgive yourself for that pain. And for me, it was very, very hard. I couldn't find someone that I could forgive, but I went through a vigil, and I forgave myself for my own failures at the time. And then kind of stops and awkwardly looks at Tobias. Tobias is just staring at him eating steak. And yeah, so first I forgave myself. And then I went to the buried tome of Amal in somewhere between Acadia and Or. Did a lot of time there, and then lastly, I had to do a miracle. That's right, I had to do my own miracle, and then just kind of reflect on it and reach out to Ozmat. And that was that's as they say is that
What was your miracle?
I stopped an earthquake with my bare hands.
Dragon sets down the drink and was like, "That's awesome. How?"
I was in Odeyasu. I was on one of the islands of Odeyasu, and there was an earthquake, and everyone was in a panic, and I felt I don't know, I needed to help them or something. There was this other guy there, huge guy, eating peaches for some reason. I don't know, and he just started grabbing the earth like with his hands, just grabbed it, and just I went along with it, and together he and I literally wrestled the earth until the earthquake stopped.
Huh.
Oh, so that sounds difficult. Well, on the topic of forgiveness, wow, forgiveness. What a thing that you have to do in order to be tempered, maybe to save the world.
More drinks first. More drinks first. He's just like whispering in Alona's ear very loudly. More drinks. Everyone,
Won't it matter more if he's sober and forgiving?
we might get him to talk to each other first.
Forgiveness is really cool, but first we drank.
Drinks! And he's gonna set down more drinks in front of everybody. I had to guess as to flavors, and I don't remember which mugs I grabbed. But I thought of something different for each one. And now I don't really remember what I was thinking about. Enjoy!
Okay. Take one.
Wait, Alona takes a drink?
You said you got them for the table.
I did get them for the table.
I'm at the table.
That's
You could have got me water.
I legitimately think he did.
I grabbed the water.
If he remembers what tankard it's in.
It's yeah, he set down a bunch of tankards, and I'm assuming that they're pretty big and dark on the inside, but yeah, he definitely, I think he got Alona holy water.
Then it would be really hilarious if that's what you picked up, isn't it?
Yes.
Or can we roll? Can we roll the dice to see what we
yeah,
get?
Sure.
Roll
Let's
the
see, we
dice.
got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 5 people. I'll say D6.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's make this like dice roulette. So we got holy water, which I'm gonna say is a type of mixed drink cocktail sort of thing. We have let's see, another Svigar me, because I think that's something that Dragon would want.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Let's get I'm gonna say an elven spiced wine. kind of like served warm, like oh, what is that stuff called? But like oh, we had it at New Year's. Help me out, my brain. Come on, what is it?
Mulled wine?
Yeah, like mulled wine, but yeah, that in theory, yeah.
Amethyst said that there has to be cheese wine.
Has to be cheese wine. I think that's a good idea. Cheese wine it is.
Cheese wine.
All right, and number 5, we're going to have how about a nice safe ale, or should we make something heinous?
Gotta make
think
something more interesting.
I don't think Dragon would have gotten something heinous. One of them would just be really, really strong, and he would have meant that for Tobias.
Okay,
Straight
okay.
up vodka. Looks like water.
It's
Got
a
it.
it's a giant like stein of scotch.
Oh,
All right. So the last one will be olive base vodka. So instead of having like that kind of like astringent kind of sweetness that some vodka has, this is gonna have a nice salty, warm punch to it.
salty vodka?
Mm-hmm.
Does it come with olives and vermouth? Can we just make it a martini? I'm just kidding.
No, no. It's vodka made out of fermented olives or something. Oh, but that's the spirit of it. Okay.
What
Roll his
made from
D6s.
Potato.
Okay.
Yes, but from potato. And if you get 6, roll again. 3.
5.
Okay.
1.
So this is honestly kind of perfect. 1, Alona gets the holy water cocktail. 3, Shonbus gets the elven spiced wine.
Yes.
And 5, Dragon gets the olive vodka.
Oh, fuck.
That
It's
is
bitter.
strong.
It's sweet. It has that kind of sour metallic tang on the back end. It's like it'll mess you up, but you don't drink it for the pleasure of the taste.
Nope. And you can just see him like, cheers! Gulp. Gulp. Gulp.
Well, now I want olives. Alona takes a drink and goes, wow, this tastes like nothing. It just tastes like water. Thanks, Dragon.
Yeah. I did that on purpose. Totally. Well, I thought of everybody when I went up there. So I did a drink and I thought of people and then that's the drink that came out.
Cool. I'm
Mhm.
surprised they have holy water in a bar. It's so weird.
Well, it's from a dragon, so holy dragon water.
Oh.
It's clean though.
Okay.
I think
Is it
Yeah.
though?
this is
PJ,
a
what are
real
you
strong
rolling?
drink.
PJ, what are you rolling?
It's nothing diabolical. Okay.
You said
I'm
that.
rolling a d4 to see what drink Tobias gets and what drink Tobit gets.
Got it.
And I have never seen a more stubborn d4 in my life. I was like, oh, odds they get this, evens they get that. It's been a 1 and a 3 and nothing else for every single roll.
That's hilarious.
There we go. We got a 4. Okay.
I was gonna
Jeez.
say you've
Jeez,
said
Pete.
things like I'm not doing anything diabolical, like right before Dragon's been eaten by an orm. So like,
That's also true.
I mean, circle of life. Maybe
It's
ask
the
me.
circle of Dragon.
So as you're drinking, you see putting the stein to their lips. Tobias just kind of goes, wow. And basically he leans over to Dragon and goes, "Is this from your neck of the woods? This is the mead, I think."
did you get the raspberry mead?
I did. It's amazing.
Great, right?
So yes,
So
it's
good.
amazing. And then you look over at Tobit, who is chugging the cheese wine.
This poor man.
He puts
It's
it down.
so milk toast.
Tastes
He's
like
chugging
milkshake.
the cheese wine. I'm just kidding.
He puts it down. He goes, "Oh, I haven't had that forever. I absolutely love kin and quilt cheese wine. You never get a drink like it anywhere else. Oh, it's the best.
Look, all I'm gonna say is I'm the best bartender ever. I got everybody right. Also, I feel very warm right now. And he's going to like very.
Don't take off your shirt.
He's But he's like
Tobias,
he's having trouble. It's like this is very warm in here, and he's like unable to get it. He like does the thing where he pulls it up, and then it's stuck.
Tobias puts a hand on your shoulder and then like uses the other hand to put down your arm and he goes, "We're inside. Please, if you're gonna take your shirt off, go someplace outside that we can't get thrown out of. I'm sure the ladies would love to see you with your shirt off, my friend, but this is not the place."
Too bad Dragon's not going to be in the pageant.
You're just scared that I'm gonna steal the ladies from you.
First of all, I am Tobias Raphaelis of House Raphaelis, Grand Hospitalier of the Platinum Hammer. I lose women to no one. And then you see Tobit going, "Oh, you're the Grand Hospitalier? That is so good to hear. I'm so proud to hear that. It's amazing. How did you fall after your mother or what?" And Tobias just kind of stops, looks at his dad and goes, "Dragon, let's go outside. I agree. It's too warm in here."
You should totally go too, Tobit. It's so warm. You look like you're sweating.
Boys
Go.
trip. Boys trip.
Do not be
Boys trip.
hot.
Tobit kind of stops and leans in. He goes, "I don't know about you, but I'm getting the vibe that I don't think I'm well liked here."
No.
Dragon just goes like puts up the like. No, you're fine. We like Tobias and we've got a little bit of issues with dads and stuff for different reasons. Obviously, you did a whole save the world thing, so that's great. But from he's like you could tell like the wheels are turning. From Tobias's point of view, there though, is just weren't there, and as a kid, you don't really understand these things. I'm gonna go outside. It's very warm.
Tobias kind of helps you and leads you up, and you leave the Dragon's Maw Tavern, and there's Sidney and Kai and Tobit. Tobit just goes back to chugging his cheese wine.
Well, so can you tell us where the place that you had to go visit is? Do you have a map?
Yeah. I think I have a map somewhere on me, and some of my old journals and notes from when I was doing the traveling thing for the cycle.
Oh, that's great. Can I have the map?
Yeah. Hold on. He gets his pack and kind of opens it up and rifles through. Basically hands everything to you, just kind of puts it in your arms. Very kind of lackluster and defeated. Yeah, that's everything right there. Yeah.
What's wrong?
I don't know. What do you want from me? I appreciate coming back from the dead, the dying. I tried so hard to save the world and stop this from ever happening again. And here it is happening anyway. My own son estranged because of it, and I just feel, I don't know, sad.
I understand being upset because you're being thrown into very extraneous circumstances, and that's not fair to anybody. And I understand. But also, Tobias is going through a lot too. He spent his entire life without you. And of course he harbors some resentment because you chose saving the world over being with him. And while that wasn't necessarily your choice, you did make the choice to be the only one. Instead of finding another solution, you know. You saved the other people, yeah. Absolutely, and that's a very noble thing to do. But if you saved them and you knew that they wouldn't be necessary to fulfill the prophecy, well, then you weren't necessary either. And maybe there was a different way. And that's what we're trying to figure out for Tobias. So I think that there's just a lot of emotions that are going on with him, and it's going to take him a minute to get used to everything. And obviously, as you can tell, he does not know how to regulate his emotions and has some very unhealthy coping mechanisms that are being nothing but exacerbated by the situation. So it'll be in time.
Yeah, I know. In time.
But, you know, now that you're back, besides building a relationship with your son again, in whatever capacity you both are willing to have it, you get a chance to do whatever you want. The world thinks you're dead, and you have no obligations to anybody anymore. So is there anything that you always wanted to do?
There's got to be something like skydiving, riding a bull. You already know magic, so I mean, I guess that's kind of a mute point. But
We have giant bats. You could ride one of those.
I have a giant eagle.
You have giant animals? Where did you get them from Osmicon? Where the hell do you get giant animals from?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
wow. No, you didn't get them.
Technically,
No,
you did.
I kicked an orc off of it.
But
I'll
it
claim her as mine.
was technically an Osmicon.
Was it? What is she?
It
from
was.
Osmicon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the Red Rock tribe was an Osmicon trying to
That's
take
true.
over.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't know. I mean, when I went on my journey to save the world, it took me years and years. And I traveled all over and I did so many things. I fought so many things. I met so many people. I participated in so many ceremonies and rituals. And, you know, when you live a full life at 30 expecting to die, now you're forced not to. It's hard to figure out what to live for at that point.
Yourself. For the first time and maybe forever, you get to live for yourself. Probably going to be a long journey figuring out who you are.
Yeah. You know, the one thing that I thought looked really cool in this fun little town, the dragon aerial jousting team sports they have, the Dragon Ball looked amazing.
Wait, they have Dragon Ball?
Yeah. You haven't. Oh, it's one of their greatest pastimes, one of their biggest sports. Yeah. You get a team of 5 dragon riders with different positions, and they play an aerial combative sports game with a ball and a point system, and there's fighting and magic, and it's amazing. It looked really cool. I'm a little old to start my career off, to be honest. Most of them retire at 35 to 42, depending on the old genes. But who knows? Maybe a former champion of the world can squeak out a 7-year campaign or a 10-year career out of it.
Why not? You certainly have the physique for it. Wait, that was weird. I mean, I meant, you know, you're not as old as you should be, so it's, you know, that's what I meant. Anyway, Shionabis, do you think that sounds like fun?
I mean, sure. I won't be participating, but I'll watch. That sounds interesting, that's for sure. I'm more of a sword in hand close combat person myself, but sure.
Really?
Is that what we want to do? Yeah. Have you not seen me brawl?
No.
Definitely should check it out. It's pretty
Well, you
cool.
should-
I'm pretty good at it. I've spent most of my life doing it.
Well, you should show us. I want to see Shionibus brawl. I mean, we did kind of do that in Osmocon when we were wrestling, but that was very different.
No. What was the city that we blew up? It was a town. It wasn't a city. It was a town. It had all
Oh.
those.
The
Yeah.
one with all the racist people
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
Fort Raggedy.
That's right. That's where I earned a lot of our gold. Did you not see me fight there?
I'm gonna be. Sidney was not here that episode.
Rip.
Fort Raggedy. Yeah, that was. I remember that. That was a long time ago. Back in season 1.
Beginning of season 1.
Wow, yeah. That's a good point. Shionibus, wow. You are very good. Very good.
Well, and that's why I told Dragon I'd team up with him if he wants to go fight in the arena.
Oh, Tobit, have you ever wanted to fight in an arena?
Oh no.
Maybe you and Tobias could team up and then fight Dragon and Shionibus. Shionibus,
Sydney's
doesn't
gonna
that
lean-
sound like fun?
Shionibus is gonna lean over and be like, this poor man has like 20 HP left, girl.
I'll help him out.
I like to feel like because Dragon is outside, each time you guys are talking about one of these cool activities, he gets like a little shiver, like, oh, I feel like I'm missing something.
I'm just saying, it could be a good idea.
You kind of hear Tobit continue. Could be. I don't know if he wants to work with me, but I think an old father-son back-to-back, side-by-side could be kind of fun. Maybe learn a lot about each other. Who knows?
I think that's a fantastic idea, and we should totally pick straws to see who's on whose team. And alone is gonna rig it.
Like a ruse. All
Like
right.
you didn't hear me say that. Can you read minds?
No, not anymore.
What?
Oh, there was a small period of time where I was trying to, do the whole holy chosen thing, and I could read minds, but only very specific individuals.
I want to read minds.
Oh no, trust me, you don't. It's the worst thing in the world.
Why?
Is it like constantly on? Or like can you like pick and choose what you listen to?
Well, so you have to understand, when I was going through it, it was part of a divine sense to tell when there was good or evil around. So I really could just hear evil thoughts from evil people. I mean, it made my job easier, but also I was constantly hearing terrible, angry, poisonous thoughts, usually from very nice people regarded highly in the community. But, what can you do?
Sounds like Twitter. Okay. Wow. Yeah, maybe I don't want that. That doesn't sound very nice. Well, at least you don't have to worry about it anymore. But what you could worry about is fighting in a battle with your son. Not to the death, which is better. And with Shionibus and Dragon. That sounds like a nice bonding activity. And I'll cheer on from the sidelines with Morel. We'll be your cheering squad. We'll be like, yay! Look at them go! Doing so good. This sounds like we should do that soon, whenever Tobias and Dragon get back.
Well, I'm going to take that hint and cut to Tobias and Dragon outside of the Dragon's Maw Tavern.
And Dragon walks out and instantly is like taking off his shirt, like, oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. And then just like sits down on a bench. Tobias, I know you act all cool all the time, and you kind of do that thing where you like make yourself seem like you're above everybody else, but when you're just hanging out, you're actually a cool dude. You don't need to put on the show. Just be you.
Tobias just kind of babysitting you, just kind of, thank you. Thank you, friend. I know I am a very cool guy, and I'm going to make sure that you don't get arrested for indecent exposure. I think that's going to be very cool of me.
And he like boops him on the nose, just like,
Oh.
no, that's only when I take my pants off. And I learned that lesson a long time ago.
Good.
I was 14 when that happened, and we're just gonna avoid that from now on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like all growing boys do, of course.
Well,
Sure.
you sneak into the mead cabinet one time, and look, we'll just say that my ass wasn't red only from the cold.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you got quite a punishment. I one time got a punishment too when I was at the temple, the Order of the Platinum Hammer. I had to hold two books, one in each hand. You know what? We didn't come here for my childhood punishments. All right. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go to the arena? You want to see people fight each other? Yeah, you want to see them engage in the violent combat?
That sounds like a great idea. But also, I just want to throw this out there. You take as much time as you need. I know that everything going on is kind of crazy. And, obviously, it's stressful with the whole... And he, just kind of, awkwardly motions toward the bar. That whole situation in there. So, give yourself time. And I know that I was on a thing earlier today, and we both said things that probably weren't great in the moment. So I just want you to know that, and he puts his hand on his shoulder, we got your back no matter what, buddy. It's, and here's the thing, is I know that you've spent a long time angry at your dad, but it doesn't seem that bad. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does dumb things. He thought he was doing something for the right reasons, and, the right reasons for some people are the wrong reasons for other people. So, it's just, yeah.
Tobias seeming very confused, out of sorts, just kind of nods. Yeah. And as we're going to go on our 10-minute break. When we come back, we're going to see everyone go to the arena to bond, and who knows what's going to happen from there.
Murder.
Yeah.
Not murder.
It's murder. I hope no one gets
Murder.
What?
No.
Judas, no.
All right, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone. Hello, everyone, and thank you for that quick 10-minute break. We are back. Now, if you're just joining us, there was some fun, awkward conversation around a dinner table between two estranged father and son, which thankfully, due to the magical world of fantasy TTRPGs, are now the exact same age. But it is time for a morale-building exercise, a.k.a. now that we have drinks, let's go fight. So they're going to go to the arena. As you make your way down to the eastern corridor of the city, you're going to find a massive coliseum, actually two massive coliseums. One is where the Dragon Ball sports games take place at, and you can see this in the middle of the massive circular coliseum, this humongous magical net kind of going outward in a cone, and you can see sparks as huge fireballs erupt and lightning goes just berserk and massive clanging and slamming of metal upon dragon skin as people shout and roar. On the other side, you see a massive multi-tier arena coliseum where the same is happening, except instead of this massive cylinder or cone net, you just see things like massive ships brought in and brought out. You see massive reconstruction of dragons coming out, multiple parts attacking, all of it. And again, loud shouting, loud celebrating. So I guess the arena with the massive fake dragons and huge ships awaits you.
You just see like Dragon's looking at it and like just this big smile crosses his face. Just yay.
As you get to the arena, they have, of course, the pay to get in, and then there's a kind of a back area where you see different warrior volunteers and athletes trying to join for some of the combat. There's a manager taking them all one by one, and there's a huge board with different times and events on it and numbers. You can kind of assume it is, of course, when in the day it's going to be, what the arena competition is going to consist of, and how many participants.
Dragon's gonna look up and just be like, which has the highest payout?
The manager, or booker, if you will, looks at the board and looks at you, sees that you're drunk, and goes, does this guy work for somebody? Anyone represents this man?
I do.
Great. Listen, lady, your boy's drunk, and I can't put him in the ring. That's going to be too dangerous.
I mean, look, I'll go easy on them.
I can fix that.
Well, alrighty then. I guess I'll see you in an hour or two when his head has cooled down a little bit.
No, I can fix it right now.
Oh.
Hey, Dragon,
Uh-huh.
you should drink this water.
He like contemplates for a second. Okay. It's the no drunk water, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. I don't want to blow anyone up by accident.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's gonna just chug it.
In the span of like 10 minutes, you are stone cold sober, and this man is watching you go from drunk as a skunk to sober as a judge.
All right, what are the rules for this competition?
Hey, ladies, that work with hangovers too? Because that'll really put me in a good spot.
If you get us in the top billing, sure.
Oh, gee. All right. Well, we have a couple of different competitions and things. We have, well, you might have seen it on the way over. We have the big dragon competition. That's 50 people versus one massive replica dragon. It's about who does the most damage the amount of time, or who kills the dragon first. It's kind of a 1v1 well, you get it. It's a 50-person competition to fight and survive against a fake dragon. We also have a couple of events that recreate some of the battles of history that happened here, including the massive ship when it was across the coastline. We have what we call Behemoth Tag. Well, that one's gonna be a bit hard. You're gonna need at least another 2 or 3 more people for that. And last but not least, we also have one-on-one competitions, teams of 2, 30-man royal battle, where the last man standing wins, of course. Well, person wins, of course. So the question is, what do you want to be in? They can all get top billing. They're all very popular.
The dragon one sounds really
The
cool.
dragon one sounds awesome. Okay, but for the dragon competition, I have a question as to like the rules, like what weapons are allowed. What happens if you set the fake dragon on fire?
Don't do that. First and foremost, it's a powerful fake dragon, but it's still a fake dragon.
Right.
You set that bad boy on fire, and it might just burn the whole place down.
So, is magic allowed, or is it strictly just physical attacks?
We don't have too many magical competitors here. I don't think we really ever stopped to ask that question.
Perfect.
Oversight on our part. Oh, well, that does not bode well. All right, let's go along with that. Like I said, it's a 50-person competition. So far, we have at least 5 slots open. Well, now with your friend, we have 4 slots open. Does anyone else want to join in?
Looks at you out of us. Come on. Don't you want to fight a fake dragon? Doesn't that sound fun?
I'm still pretty banged up from,
I can fix that. I'm gonna heal Shionibus.
Dragon's gonna take out his spell book and be like, all right, so I don't want to hurt any like civilians or any people, so, and he starts changing it, like he starts like memorizing spells that are not area of effect.
That's funny.
Fair.
He's
You're
like,
gonna be healed for a lot, Shionibus, because Alona really wants
Cool.
you to play in this thing.
cool, because I'm real hurt still.
all right, no fire. Got it. All right, so that fireball's out.
40.
Oh,
Jesus.
Damn.
damn.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, what is the dragon made out of?
He's made out of wood, stone, dragon scale, and a complex system of cogs.
Like actual dragon scales?
Yeah.
Okay, but any metal or anything like that?
I suppose just the clockwork inside of it. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm making sure, trying to keep everyone safe.
Can I also heal Tobit?
Please.
Yeah.
Again, he's got like 28 HP.
Figured.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh my god.
Looking pretty good. Not at full, but looking pretty good.
Okay, that's 46.
Okay. He's looking pretty good. Not quite looking at full health, but definitely a bit more spry.
Okay, is everyone else good? I'm assuming the only... Yeah, are you okay, Dragon?
It's scratch. It's fine.
I can just do a medicine check on you.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
I'll just do a medicine check. Okay. PJ, I'm gonna medicine check.
Okay.
I forget how that works again.
So we have to choose up to your current level of proficiency. So you can choose either trained, expert, or master. That will affect the DC, and then you roll against that.
Well, it's only you said it's only a scratch. Is that real?
Yeah, it's 6 HP.
Oh.
Legitimately, he's just like scratched.
Okay. Trained.
Okay. So the DC to beat for you is 15.
I'm guessing you have
hilarious.
a higher medicine check than that.
That's a 27.
27. That's critical. Yeah, I believe you get to do 4d8 on a critical at that level.
You're healed to full.
Yay!
Congrats.
Thanks.
I was right.
That's pretty freaking great. That's
yeah, that's
actually
pretty awesome.
Wait, 48?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean at master? If I did master and I got a critical, how many is that?
Anyone know?
I do really want to know.
So, treat wounds at master, the DC is 30. If you hit that, you heal 2d8 plus 30. If you crit that, you heal 4d8 plus 30.
That's awesome.
That's better than my heal spells.
And at legendary, it's still 2d8 and 4d8, but the bonus is plus 50.
Oh,
That's a hell of a band-aid.
that is insane.
Got some
I love
aloe vera.
how Pathfinder numbers make you feel like real good.
God.
Freaking boss, yeah.
Yup. And also, I love it because, like, in other games, it's like, oh, I'm going to make a medicine check, but only if I have this one item. And even then, it's a d6. What? That's not fun. That's nothing.
I love it.
yeah.
Big happy. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to be legendary eventually anyway, so yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
also, Giannis, want to do the 2v2 thing?
I mean, sure. Yeah, why not?
Oh wait, we're drawing straws, right?
Wait, are you saying in addition to the dragon thing?
Should we not? Wait, which is more? He's gonna like scooch over to Lana. I mean, I think that the whole them working together thing is probably more important than the dragon. But
Well, they can work together, well, to take down the dragon. It's like them and 50 other people.
yeah, but it's like everyone's their own person trying to do as much damage as possible, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can we like take out the other people so they can't kill the dragon first and make Tobias and Tobit kill the dragon first?
Look, all I'm saying is I specifically memorized spells that wouldn't kill the other competitors.
That was your first mistake. Who are you? It's like I don't even know you anymore.
I don't want to kill innocent people. Like demons, sure. Evil gods, absolutely. Assassins, of course.
I don't think it's the last man standing against the dragon. I think it's just how quickly can we take the dragon out. So that wouldn't work anyway.
So the dragon rules were, it was a timed event, and in that time you either see which one person got the most damage against the dragon, or the winner would be the first person that could destroy the dragon, singular. Now, you could, in theory, request a special team dragon fight. Also, if you want to know what Behemoth Tag is, it's 2 teams of 5 get in a gigantic clockwork monstrosity and have a Voltron fight.
No.
Too many.
There is-
We're already doing so much, and I don't know if I'll survive any of these.
You know,
There's
I
also
mean-
just good old fashioned 2v2, 3v3, 1v1.
I mean, if we really wanted to, we could do the pairs thing, and they could work together to see what team did the most damage against the dragon.
That's
That
true.
way they could actually work
True.
together, which is a better solution because I know Dragon really wants to fight the dragon.
Dragon really wants to fight the dragon.
I know. So let me pull some strings and I'll see what we can do. Alona walks over to the guy. Hi, it's me, the totally real manager person. And I look over to Shionavist and I'm going like, you taught me deception. It was you and Rufa. You both did so well. And I walk over and I go, hi. So, I was wondering if we could do this. Ta-da!
Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. I can do that. Here a point. Good thing my modifiers are dummy thick. Okay. Diplomacy, you say? I have pretty good. I'm a diplomat of sorts. That is a 23.
23.
Yes.
You see the manager, the booker, kind of think about it for a bit, and he's like, I don't know. We're currently in competition with the Coliseum across the way, and I'm worried that having a team sport fighting a dragon might be a little too close to their gimmick, and we may not be able to take business away from them. I think we should just stick with what the people like, which is 50 versus each other +1.
That doesn't make any sense.
So we're fighting.
They don't have a gigantic dragon. Doesn't matter how many people are fighting. It's still a gigantic dragon. You have a leg up on them.
Yeah, but they have real dragons. I don't know.
What?
Excuse me?
Yeah, they ride them. They fight and ride real dragons. What? Didn't
Wait,
you see them on the way over?
Hold.
I'm
hold
sorry.
on. Dragon's like short circuiting right now. He like grabs the man by the shirt. What do you mean they ride dragons?
Yeah, she got him by the collar. And he looks. He's like,
He's not like holding him up. He's just like astonished, like just
Oh.
holding his shirt a little bit.
he looks at you, goes like, slowly moving your hands from his collar. Goes, yeah, I'm guessing you're not from around here, which is quite frankly bonkers because of the whole Dragon's Grave is impossible to find, but if that's the case, then yeah, it's they have real dragons. Each rider has a dragon that they bond with and ride, and they do the competition with. They have whole teams of these dragons.
So, in theory, we could have a team of dragons.
I don't know if we have time to bond with dragons, Helona. That sounds like a very... Like, me and Beatrice took a while to bond. And sometimes I don't even think she likes me.
This is
Okay?
a very important question, though. Are these rideable dragons for sale?
No. They hatch them locally. They raise them. Some of them are hundreds of thousands of, well, not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds or thousands of years old. We're trying really not to corner the market on selling dragons to the world. Not really a good vibe for people trying to hide.
I mean, who says that we couldn't bond with them really quickly because we're really cool?
Listen, if you want to go over there and do the whole dragon thing, go right ahead. Either way, I got a full roster, and I can probably fill in some spots, pay a little extra to the people who already fought. I'm sure they could use the money. If you want to join us in the big fight, you can. If you want to,
Okay.
If you have another idea, we can do it too.
Out of character,
Yeah.
what is better for Tobias and Tobit? What is going to make them bond? What do we think? Do we think 50 versus dragon, or do we think 2v2? Thoughts?
Or riding dragons? Because Dragon's short-circuiting right now because he's wanted to frickin' ride on a dragon since, like, literally episode 2 of being on this show.
You're right. You're right.
Like-
This is exactly your thing.
He's
exactly your
he's
thing.
fighting so hard to be like, well, we can get Tobias and a father, like, to, talk and hang out, or I can go ride a dragon. He's like, why does the fate of the world have to be in the balance here?
Oh, that's real. That's
I
real.
love it. Like, saving the whole world revolves around two people getting over familial trauma. I just want to pet a Drago. That's all I want.
I mean, relatable.
Yeah.
Like, Dragon's eyes twitching. Like, just...
Okay, fast track. If we go and we bond with these dragons, who's to say that, us bonding with these dragons teaches Tobias the lesson of love, and he learns through bonding with this dragon that he can also bond with his father.
Who's to say? Can all work out for the best.
Oh my
It's-
god.
it's
Rikeki
possible.
says that Dragon is the dragon version of a horse girl.
100% right now. Yes. Look, there was a play about a kid who got a dragon as a pet and trained him.
And you could say his stories were instructing the how-to of the dragon training.
That is exactly correct.
Legally distinct. DreamWorks, don't come after me.
Alright. I don't have a preference. I just want to do what's right for both of these guys, so I leave it in your hands.
Giannis, please make the decision.
Sydney.
Oh, Sidney.
I already said it was out!
It sounds like we have two options.
Flip the coin of
Oh
truth.
yeah, flip the waffle. Flip the waffle coin.
Okay, we're flipping the waffle. So I want to know which one is heads and which one is tails.
Which
Which one is heads?
The other side, opposite of that, is definitely riding dragons. It looks like dragon scales.
Okay, so this one is dragon scales,
Mm-hmm.
and this one is
Fighting.
Two.
Oh, 2v2s, yes.
2v2. Okay.
Wait,
Or did we want to fight 50 on 1?
I thought those were the two options. The two options were 50 on 1 or riding dragons. Right?
Okay, then 50 on 1.
Whichever.
And then riding dragons.
Okay.
Which,
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
All right. So the great, Dragon Ball, or the big dragon kerfuffle.
Dragon
I got
Ball.
Nice.
I love these. Yeah, because that one's the, like, Dragon Quidditch.
Oh, I see why this is a problem now.
Well, it's not really Dragon Quidditch. It's more like Blitzball with dragons.
Yes, Blitzball! I love Blitzball. Anyway, I'm a nerd.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you like Blitzball because you're going to the dragon, you go to the Dragon Ball competition.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball.
Y'all gonna...
Don't.
I caught it. I caught it early. I caught myself early. Good. It's fine.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball. T.
So you are going to go to the Dragon Ball arena to do good Coliseum.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
we do, and we get in immediately because we're famous and we're hot, and they want to work with us.
Give me a diplomacy check to be famous, hot, and people want to work with you.
I would
We
like to
saved
help.
the world!
I'm helping.
I rolled much better that
I'm
time.
not helping.
I rolled a 33.
Okay.
Ilona just walks up and hikes up her robe and shows her ankles
Salacious.
that are still
In a boot?
She's still wearing boots.
And socks.
So like
Out of curiosity, Kylie, what was your diplomacy?
24.
24. Okay. I will say through smooth talk and desperate pleading, you are able to get to the locker rooms, and they put you on basically like a dark horse match. These are the matches that they do before like the big events go, and they start like having anyone in the stands. Really, like the early people can watch practice or dark horse matches. And they're going to be giving you two teams to basically borrow their dragons. So for this competition, you all will be at a -4 for acrobatics checks or nature checks to handle the animal, since they don't know you, quite frankly, don't like you.
I can speak Draconic.
I'll give you a -2.
Yes.
oh this was your idea. This is uh-oh.
Well,
Are we gonna get-
when we leveled up, I got another language.
Oh good. Are we
And-
gonna get bucked off these dragons?
That's
Yeah,
why he's
we
like-
are.
Okay.
They take you to sort of like the pregame holding area for the dragons. They are in massive stalls currently. Plenty of room to stretch out. You are staying next to these. They are easily large-sized dragons. This team prefers to use all blue scale dragons. And Dragon, you can speak Draconic. You're walking in. It's like, imagine Dr. Doolittle walking into a stall full of racing horses and knowing what every horse is thinking and saying. You're having that now as you walk in and you hear the dragons just like, who are these new guys? I don't know. They're not my jockey, right? We have to work with them. Oh, man, I can't believe we have to work with them. Don't kill them. I won't kill them. I'll just make it unpleasant.
Look, and he's gonna like walk up to him in Draconic, just be like, "Hey, look, guys. I know that this is like probably a nice gig and you were raised here, but any of you interested in going on adventures to like save the world and eat delicious exotic things?"
Give me a diplomacy check +2 because they are taken aback that you're speaking their language.
Roll to steal dragon. What? What?
Did
What? Are you
You
serious?
said diplomacy, right?
yeah?
Okay, it was a 19 on the dice, so it's a 29 because I don't have diplomacy.
Okay, so 29 is that with the +2?
Oh no, it's a 31.
30. So you see, just big, buff, beaten, experienced dragons that have been fighting and warring and having dragon riders on their backs, slinging spells and fighting with steel. They just kind of go, that's too rich for my blood. I want to stay where I'm safe, where I'm revered. But way down at the end, you hear, hi.
Hello.
Hi. I want to go on an adventure. Hi.
Dragon strolls over, like, all right, what do I see? What kind of dragon is this?
You see a blue dragon, a medium-sized young blue dragon, still like in training. He's even got like the in training like weighted jacket so he can learn to like carry a dude on his back. And he's just got these big yellow eyes. And he's like, "Hi.
Hi.
You said eat new foods and go new places. I've only known here, and that sounds swell.
What's your name?
I don't know. I'm just Rookie.
That's what they call you, Rookie?
They call me Rookie.
All right, well, that's fine for now, Rookie, but we're going to come up with a really badass name for you before we start going on adventures together. And, like, he's speaking in Draconic, and you can tell Dragon's, like, very excited. And he just, like, looks back to the group and to the trainers, like, I want to ride this one.
The trainers are like 6'6" built dudes like carrying like pounds of steel armor with massive like swords, and they kind of stop and go, "What, Rookie? He can't even hold a person. He's too small. You get on him, he's not gonna get off the ground."
And he's in Draconic again. He's going to be like, all right, do you think you can hold me up?
Rookie is kind of like bouncing in place, going,
Oh, no, I'm still working on it. You know, so okay, yeah, you have to talk to my boss first of all, because I'm in the training program. But if he lets me go, and then I can go with you until I get big.
Dragon's going to pause for a moment and kind of just, like, thinking, and gets a little smirk. What if you were big enough to carry me?
Rookie just kind of goes, he kind of stops dead. His big yellow eyes get bigger, and he goes,
Wowie, that'd be cool. Maybe in like 50 years or so, if you're still alive, I'll probably be big enough then.
Would you be willing to give it a shot if I could make you big now?
Yeah, I would love to. But I gotta tell you, I'm still in training. I don't know what I'm doing.
Honestly, that's fine. I'm okay with that. We'll consider this a practice run, all right?
Oh,
Look.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like practice.
Yeah.
I do practice.
I mean, between you and I'm rather young and new to this myself. I've never done this before, and you've never done this before. I think we're gonna make a great team. And he's gonna like open up his spell book and be like, "Okay, just memorizing enlarge."
you kind of hear him like his four big meaty paws like just kind of pawing in place like a very excited like pit bull is like,
Okay. Two people who don't know what they're doing. What could possibly go wrong?
Look, at the end of the day, we'll have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why the safety net's there, so we don't die.
He's like, "Can I pet you? Give you a nice scratch?"
I,
kind of looks around and goes,
yeah.
and kind of docks his head down.
Dragon's gonna give him a little scratch, like right behind the head.
Give me a nature check for animal handling.
Oh dear God, why? Oh no, it's only a 21.
It's only 21.
I rolled a 10.
So you're giving him the scratches, and he goes,
Okay, stop. Thank you.
All right.
That was nice.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna go be like, I'll be back. To the trainer, it's like, all right. Am I all right? Will you allow me to ride him?
the guy looks at Rookie, looks at you, looks you up and down, and goes, "Thank God we have the safety net installed. Yeah, sure, kid. Go ahead, knock yourself out."
All right, cool. Dragon's just gonna like crack his knuckles.
Okay. So as you crack your knuckles, Tobias kind of gets on one of the blue dragons and just goes, let's take this. This is pretty fucking cool. And he gets on top of the dragon. He's like, yeah. He finds one of the nearby weapons, this massive greatsword that he has to kind of shoulder on his back. His dad gets right next to him, and the other one finds a big maul and just, oh, all right. So, Alona, Shonibus, are you going to be joining us for this team sport?
How many people are on a team, PJ? God damn. Morel is? Morel is for sure gonna join you, right, Morel?
Morel's like, oh, good. I'm so glad you asked me. This is so freaking cool. I mean, I was gonna definitely sit one back for the team, but if I'm allowed to, this would be freaking boss.
And Tobit's definitely gonna do it, right, Tobit?
Tobit, already on the dragon, just goes, yeah, let's see what this dragon riding thing has to offer.
Okay, so that's one person left. Gio.
Think I can convince someone outside to come take my spot? I can't leave you at like the sidelines. Who are you going to be cheering with? No one. You could be kidnapped for all I know.
I'll be cheering with Ichi and Lothar.
Oh, I know what you guys should do. You should both ride one dragon.
Ooh.
Then you guys can both experience it. It'll be great. They'll both ride. It's like they'll both ride together.
No. I can't. I'm the manager. It violates things. Bye.
It violates things. Pieces
Bye.
out. Runs.
Okay. Okay, this is fine. I guess I'll climb onto one.
Okay. You see in the stalls, there are 4 different choices of weapons. There is a lance for piercing. There is a massive sword for slashing. There is a maul, huge maul, for bludgeoning damage, of course. You also see there is a bow, a huge freaking bow. And you see that there are just arrows, almost like javelins, lined up next to it with 10 shots. You choosing the bow?
Yeah.
People come by, they take the quiver. It's got huge hooks on it. They hook it into the harness, so this massive quiver is on the side of your dragon. And you can tell you basically have to almost hike them up like a javelin, put them in the bow, and draw. The bow is so big that as you're flying, you're probably gonna have to carry it down the opposite side of the dragon. But congratulations, you now are a dragon back crossbow, or a bow person.
Okay. Okay.
So, I feel like we need to do a small introduction of the group, and then I'll give you the rules of Dragon Ball.
I was gonna say I gotta need the rules for Dragon Ball.
Yeah. So you hear just a chuckle as the trainer walks over, sees a massive lever, pulls it. You hear the click and chirp of a bunch of bells going off, and then suddenly the heavy grinding of steel. And you realize now you have been in a massive roost, some 100 feet in the air the whole time. The thing just opens up and you are right into a dead drop. Now you're not dropping yet. But basically what was in front of your dragons opens up into a 100-foot dead drop. So when you're ready, you just go right out. You can feel the wind just immediately whipping. With that, I want a description of how everyone leaves the perch and goes to the pitch, the field of play, because people, a lot of trainers, are watching Dragon with comedic interest. So let's start off with Kylie. Kylie, you are on back this thing, hooked in with massive bow and arrows. You see a huge play field, the cylindrical cone of magic netting beginning to weave in front of you as this massive Coliseum stands before you. What does Chio do?
Holy fucking shit. Okay. So, she's already been on an animal this large before because of good old Beatrice. And so she kind of like has her dragon like walk to the edge. She's gonna look back at Dragon and be like, "You're good? You got this?"
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great.
Okay. If you say so. And then she's gonna like click her tongue and then do like this spit, like this dramatic spin into the dive and then come back up with a nice little flourish because she's extra and we all know it.
All right, you enter the pitch with this amazing spinning dive bomb. The wings of the dragon just, and the minute they do, you can actually hear the audible sound of these wings catching wind, and you skyrocket 6 to 12, probably going faster than a car, like at least 80 miles an hour, right into the net. Tobias and Tobit look to you, and Tobit looks at Tobias and goes, "Princess of Nubia." Yes, and they say that she has feelings for you. Is this true? Oh my god! And Tobias just shakes his head, and he just dives into the pitch on the back of his dragon. And Tobit goes, "I'm trying to bond," and then he also just jumps out. The dragons don't nearly put on as much flair, but now it's time for Rookie and Dragon to shock the world.
So in Draconic, Dragon's just going to whisper, "Are you ready to be big?"
And he kind of whispers up and he goes,
I'm scared, but I'm ready.
All right, here we go. And then I'm going to cast a heightened 3 enlarge. On this boy.
"How big does that get them?"
Huge.
Okay. So I'm imagining this in my head, and please tell me if I'm wrong. Here's the when you straddle Rookie, it's like if I'm on one of those unicycle for kids. The knees are too high, you're basically just waddling with it. You're waddling with Rookie, he's waddling with you on top. You kind of waddle, pitch back and forth, and then just start dead drop. Just like you just start falling. And then in midair, all of a sudden, you just see all this like magical energy coalescing around this tiny little blue dragon. And then all of a sudden, he becomes huge. It is important to note the other dragons on the field are only large. Rookie is now bigger than the adult dragons he's playing with. And all of a sudden he's just like, "Hi, I'm here too." And the dragon's like, "What the shit? What happened to Rookie?" And so now you're on the back of Rookie, massive, and their trainers are laughing their ass off. And they're like, "Oh, thank God this is a dark horse match, or they would be just DQ'd immediately." And then they start cheering on Rookie as you just take his ass. And his wings are trying so hard to keep his mass up. But you're able to get to the pitch, no problem.
All right.
Now, the rules of Dragon Ball. 5 people to each team. There is a ball about the size of like a medicine ball. And the goal is to do one of 2 things. Either one, be the first team to unseat all of the enemy team. Or, number 2, get the most points by throwing the ball into the net. The nets are not on the east and west of the arena. Oh no. The nets are about 500 feet north and 500 feet south in the air. Now, at halftime, the ownership of these nets switch. And at halftime, if anyone has been unseated but the team still has riders, all the riders return back to their positions. Everything else, as far as general combat, is still allowable. Spells, everything else. which is why they wear such crazy intense armor and have big freaking weapons. So, with that being said, let's roll initiative and welcome to the wonderful world of Dragon Ball.
Oh my god. 29 for Dragon. And Rookie, who will have a different name by the end of this, I promise you.
So was Rookie like the size of like a large dog? In his
Uh,
normal form?
I was curious.
Yeah.
I was curious about that too, actually.
As a medium-sized creature, first of all, rules is written, you can only ride something if it's one category larger than you are.
Oh, okay.
So if you think about it, Rookie right now, to put into perspective, about the size of your dog. Actually, your dog in real life, Indy.
Oh, I thought he was bigger than that.
No, he's about the size of he's about the size of a big house dog.
Oh.
Yeah. The other dragons are a little bigger than like a Clydesdale. This guy is about the size of a large house dog.
But now he's very large.
Now he is, I'm trying to think what would be equivalent of a huge sized creature.
A whale?
Yeah. Actually, he's about the size of a whale, give or take.
Holy
That's big.
snaps.
Holy snaps.
That's huge.
That's big.
Does he fit in the ring?
He does, but not well, and his body is not used to flying, let alone at this mass. So I will say you will have no penalties on checks, but you will be clumsy 1.
That's fine. You know what? At the end of the day, worth it. Because this young dragon, Dragon's trying to give him the time of his life just for being excited and happy about going on an adventure. Like, Dragon's like, yep, that's my boy. All right, cool.
Heck yeah. All right, so we got Dragon's initiative at 29. Shionibus, what's your initiative?
32.
Ooh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so what I'm going to say for the sake of speed and interest is that this is going to determine your 2 turn order. The team you're going to be up against is going to be going after you. So if Shonibus goes first, team goes. Dragon goes next, team goes, etc., etc.
Got it.
Let me also roll Tobias, Tobit, and Morel, just so we have my nice full turn order there. Okay.
Also, I grabbed a sword. Probably obvious for Dragon, but...
Tobias got a critical fail on initiative. And Tobit not too far behind with an 8 on the die face. Okay, so.
Well, Tobias, we didn't sober up Tobias.
Oh no.
So a good old-fashioned game of red versus blue. As once you get out into the pitch, the door in front of you opens up, this heavy metal door, and you see what they're calling basically the Division 1, like the AAA league. A team of all red dragons comes pouring out, and these guys are experienced. They practice together, and they're already in their formation, which they use as 2 in front, 1 in the middle, and 2 in back. The one in the middle has a big weapon, and he's looking to take the ball or take your head. So that being said, let's start. Shionibus goes first. The ball is hanging on this kind of like a
Tether.
magical device that's keeping it floating in midair. So if you want to go for the ball first, you're going to need to fly as fast as you can to intercept. But if you want to hurt people instead, that's a valid option.
I was gonna say I'm going to shoot at the guy that was looking mean. I want to get him out of the way.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll to hit like you normally would any bow and arrow.
Coo. Yeah, yeet.
Also, is our goal
Ooh.
top or bottom?
Ooh.
You are currently working against gravity. Your goal is north.
Got it.
Ooh. That's a 40 to hit.
A 40 to hit.
Excuse me?
I rolled 18 on the die, and then I have a plus 22 to hit.
My God.
So, these bow and arrows have very special effects. First of all, you can roll damage if you like to. The damage is going to be a D12. These count as major striking arrows. That would be 4D12.
Oh my lord!
Sick. Where are my d12s?
You just
Doesn't matter. I'll just.
shot a ballista at this man.
I did.
Yeah, basically, it's a human ballista at this point.
You said how many d12s?
4.
Okay. I'm just rolling online because I can't find my d12s, but it's fine.
So I'm just seeing some of the special notes in the chat, and they're making me laugh.
That's 37 damage.
37 damage. All right, now I need to make
Just murdered that
fortitude
man.
save. Yeah. Okay. Should have missed. What do you have a class DC by any chance? I mean, you should. I think
Yes, my class DC is 25.
25. Okay. And I gotta get my template out for the Dragon Riders. I was so busy thinking about Rookie becoming Thicky that I didn't think to bring these up.
Sorry, guys. I'm just having a lot of fun with this.
Where is that fortitude? Okay. So you said it was what again?
37 damage.
Okay. How much was the fortitude?
25.
25. Okay. So he fails, and the knockdown effect comes in, unseating him from the dragon as this arrow just hits him right in the chest, and he just flies out of the seat of the dragon. The dragon immediately, just knowing the rider's been unseated, flies down to see if they can't catch them before they hit the safety net. Now, that being said, your first turn is very successful. With one action, you unseat the middle rider.
I have more than one action? Oh, God.
You have
okay.
all 3 actions like normal. What do you do with the other 2?
I guess I'll go for the ball.
Okay.
I guess.
Give me with a -4. Give me your acrobatics or nature to beeline it.
I'm going to acrobatics. Ooh, I'm going to hero point because we're almost done with show. Ooh, that wasn't much better. -4? 17.
17. Unfortunately, your dragon does not speed up fast enough to get to the ball. And with that being done, let's see. You technically have one more action. What do you want to do with it?
How's Dragon looking? I know he really wants this.
Dragon, first of all, I should better say, Rookie is doing his best to kind of catch up. He's huge, but he's slow. So he's like, I'm coming.
You're doing great, buddy.
Do I see anyone coming after them?
Not yet. You're still trying to meet in the center of the pitch to take the ball.
I guess I'll try again for the ball. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll just try again.
All right, give me another acrobatics check or a nature check -4.
Just saying, I need to find Rookie some rare candies.
Level him up. Yeah? To get a critical?
That's a
Oh.
nat 20, baby.
Oh, hell
Yes!
yeah.
Good.
You swipe the medicine ball, and with that, the 2 devices hovering it just immediately recede, like just tear off. You now have this pretty hefty sized medicine ball in your torso. And with it, the other 4 members of the team now know who they have to get that ball. So,
What
One of
size is this ball?
it's, I'm going to say, gosh, light bulk 1, again, size of like a medicine ball. So about,
Bulk 1, you said.
yeah. So like,
Cool.
it's like maybe like 5-10 pounds. It's about the size of a chest.
No worries. That's great. Yeah, perfect. Bulk 1. That's just what I wanted to know.
Okay. I got some bad feelings about this one. So as you're flying around, one of the people on Dragonback sees you, and they take the reins and they take a clip and they clip the reins to their armor, and you start seeing their fingers start to gesticulate like sigils, and with that, I need you to give me a will save, Kylie.
Will?
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Yeet. Not easy. 18.
18. All right. Unfortunately, that's going to fail, and you'll be paralyzed for 1 round as they cast paralysis on you, and you and the dragon both start to stiffen up. Right now, you are gliding through midair. Next round, you will start to sink if you don't make this recovery check. With that, next up, we have Dragon. Dragon, what are you going to do with Rookie?
Dragon is on Rookie, right? And we're very large, but we're clumsy? Is that what you said?
Yes. Clumsy.
Am I also clumsy, or is it just for any rolls for Rookie?
I'm having Clumsy be anything you and or Rookie do.
Got it. Okay, that's fine. So he sees Shionibus going down with the ball. This ball's heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where the target is above it, from where the ball is to the target, is there a direct line where I could potentially make that?
I mean, Shionibus sped out and got that ball like off the break. So in theory, from where she's plummeting, yeah, it's just straight north.
Cool. All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do then. Am I close enough to hit somebody with a sword, or am I a little bit of range?
If you want to hit someone with a sword, you have to spend 1 action to move, and then yeah, I'd say you're in swinging range.
Cool. Yeah, 1 action to move, and then Dragon's gonna spell strike with Draw the Lightning.
Okay, roll the hit.
Let's go, Rookie! We've got this!
And Rookie's like, yeah,
You're
little legs.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Oh boy. That's an 18 on the die, which makes it a 41 to hit.
Oh my god, I gotta check the armor. Oh no. Oh no. He said 41. He said 41. That's a crit.
Okay. And it's a Draw the Lightning too, so it gives extra effects on top of everything. Alright, this is hilarious.
Please don't murder this innocent.
I'm
person.
trying not
Murder
to.
him.
I'm trying not to murder anybody. But he just casted paralysis on Shionibus. Pissed Dragon off a little bit. Okay, so what's the weapons damage?
It's the highest single dice will be a D12, but since these are insanely big, I treat them as major striking weapons, so it'd be 4D12 plus your strength.
Dear Lord, that is insane. Okay, all right, so 4D12. Let's roll those first, and then we can do the whole doubling thing. Wait, those are D8s. I don't want D8s. D12 is what I want. There we go.
I'm just laughing at chat. I'm loving all the Go Team rookies I'm seeing, especially Pengu-chan's there. Onwards, Rookie. There's flookery to be had.
So the first 2 dice I rolled was 19. So that's like together. So that's 38 after the doubling.
Okay, 38 after the doubling. What's the spell do?
And then the next one is 10, so 20. So that's 58 damage. And I haven't gotten to the spell yet.
Give me the spell damage.
Yeah, I'm going to that. I'm going to that right now. And then that's 3d12 electricity damage, and now from whenever I hit, it deals an extra 1d12 electricity damage on my sword for a minute, I believe. Yeah, 1 minute. So it's an extra 4d12.
Good golly, Miss Molly. So far it's 58, I think you said.
Yeah, and then 16 electricity damage plus 26 electricity damage.
All right, so you said it's 58 plus 16 and 26.
Yep.
Okay. My math is right. Yeah, it is. This guy just took 100 damage. You swing hard. There's a huge explosion of electricity against his very thick padded steel armor. So much so that he actually gets thrown off the dragon, and the dragon just kind of looks back, panics, doubles back around, and tries to catch him before he can hit the net. So that's a move action and a spell strike.
Which
so
is yep. That's all my actions.
Yup. So the red dragon riders, seeing the blue dragon riders are have come for a sky brawl and not for a game of sky ball. They decide to change it up. One of them, the one leading the rush next to the one you just got rid of, he is going to dive underneath you, and I am going to basically use this to make a stealth check. All right. Well, it's a nat 20.
Oh no!
So you are flat-footed, and he is undetected. And I mean, yeah, he's hiding basically under Rookie. And then with that,
easy to do with how large this man is.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So he flies underneath, and as he does so, you hear a chanting, and then you see the sky above you getting dark, and he casts Sudden Bolt like Shazam above him down on you. So I need for you to give me I believe Sudden Bolt's a reflex save, a basic reflex save.
I've got it right here. Yeah, it's a basic reflex. Oh no, and my reflex is knocked down because I'm clumsy. Mm-hmm. Come on, dice, don't fail me now. Uh-oh. That is a 26.
26. Let me check his thing. Yeah.
I rolled an 8 on the dice.
That's not bad. That is not bad. And that will succeed, which means you'll be taking half damage. This will be a 5th level Sudden Bolt. So I can actually find the base of it. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Sudden Bolt Joe? There it is.
What's hilarious is that my sudden, because he created this cloud in the sky and did that, my Sudden Bolt now deals more damage.
Oh no. So Dragon is going to take 50 damage as this bolt of lightning just strikes hard into you.
Ow. That's quite a bit of damage. So Dragon, like, you see Dragon just like tense up and take it and be like, "The lightning's mine, not yours, damn it!"
You hear the voice shout back up, and he's like, "Hey, if you're gonna unseat my riders, then it's anything goes."
Notice that I'm still in my seat. Try better next time.
Ooh.
And with that, he just goes, "Hey, rear flank, formation gamma." And you see the two riders kind of laugh, and they pull something out of their pouch, and we will get to that in just a second. It is now Morel's turn. Morel has opted, as always, to not actually have a weapon. Instead, he has a massive dragon scale shield that he's got on his left, and he starts to kind of raise up a bit in the haunches. And then as he starts to swoop around Rookie, he sees the two guys in the back, and he leaps off the dragon and shield bashes one of them, trying to attempt to just knock them right off. He is going to really hope he doesn't make this a miss, because that would suck.
Hit him. Can I aid from the stands?
I don't think there's any aiding you can give a critical fail.
No, Morale!
Point? Does Morale get a hero point?
I mean, technically, yes. Hero point. Let's see if that does any better. Not much. It's a 5.
No!
So Morel jumps up this massive shield, and he goes a little too high. But the good thing is he jumps over, and the dragon goes under, and he lands on the dragon. He misses completely, but he's not falling to his doom. And as that happens, He then takes the shield, doing mental math. That's 1, 2 actions. Cool. He then takes the shield and throws it in the direction of Shionibus.
Rude.
You see that the reason, well, I'm not going to spoil that. After Morel's turn, it's going to be the guy that he missed. As they take out the items, you see that they have these kind of unusual potions. They pop it and they start rubbing it on the dragon, and you start seeing the dragon like start to shake and grow like more and more red until fire starts to like kick out the back, and they just go double speed. And they go double speed at Dragon.
Hold up. They're shooting fire out the back.
Yes.
Did they rub Taco Bell on them or something? Like
No, Chipotle, but if we're gonna be specific, when they come flying at you and they raise jousting weapons, they're coming in with hot velocity. That did not sound good.
hot velocity.
Hot velocity, baby. That's the name of my new band. That's gonna be a 31 to hit.
Oh, that hits me. For
Okay.
sure.
Here we go. So that's 10, 15, 18, 20. You're going to take 30 damage as this slams into your chest.
Oof. Ouch.
And I'm going to need you to make a fortitude save.
Okay. Fortitude, I'm decent at. Oh, that's a nat 20.
As
On
this
fortitude
lance
save.
punches into your chest, you feel the momentum start taking you back, and you know that it's only a few inches before you tumble off of Rookie, and you're falling to your doom in the net. And it looks like the dragons are allowed to save their riders from being knocked out, but there is no way Rookie at his current size can save you. And at this moment, Rookie just kind of looks and goes, "Hey, what's wrong?" Sees you start to knock back a bit, and then just kind of bumps his flank up. And as you're like rocking back, you get back in the rider seat.
You're a natural! You're doing great, buddy!
I am also the size of a large sea mammal, so I'm rocking it.
Yeah! You having fun?
Yeah.
Good. That's the important part. You're
So
gonna-
at that point, Morel's shield so off. Tobit is gonna shout to Tobias, all right, son, I go high, you go low. And then Tobias just shouts back, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And Tobit goes, all right, then I'll still go high. And Tobit just starts to climb, and he's getting closer and closer to an unguarded net that you can score on. Tobias starts to dive bomb and trying to get the ball away from Shionibus just in case. Shionibus, you're paralyzed. You see the shield coming your way on your left. You see Tobias flanking right. And then you realize why Morel threw the shield, as the other Taco Bell powered red dragon is screaming down into you with a huge lance of his own. If this hits, this would just take you out. So I'm going to roll, and I'm going to give you a bonus to your AC that is equal to Morel's shield.
Ooh.
Okay. So what's your AC currently?
My regular AC, 28.
28. With the shield intercepting, you see the lance just biff right off Morel's shield as the massive shield continues to tumble, but the lance goes wide. With his last action, knowing that you're paralyzed, he tries to just grab the ball from your chest. What is your fortitude DC?
26.
26. Okay. So you're holding on to it. You're kind of like clinching from the paralysis spell. He puts one hand on the medicine ball to try and take it from you, and it's like a. What's going on here? What kind of bullshit is this? Your body's just like clenched up on it. He can't get it out of your hands.
Look, they may be more experienced with us. Their dragons may be paired with them, but they were not ready for this squad.
They weren't ready for your chicanery. So from that, the last action of the turn is going to be Tobias with his critical fail. He is going to come swooping around the right, and he is going to say, Shionibis, on your right, can I just take that from you? Right, okay.
So good.
He has a 35, so he swings around, all the momentum, snags the ball from you, and then goes piloting straight up. Tobit is up there. He's like, come on, son, I'm right here. Throw me the ball, and I'll give us the first goal of the game. And Tobias just says, you can't tell me what to do. Back off, Dad. This one's mine. And he throws it. 37.
What?
Blocks this ball with all of his might and scores the first point for you guys.
Out of spite.
Out of spite.
Out of spite and spite alone.
So, score 1 for the blue team, end of the first round, with... Hold on, how many are still seated on the red team?
I think we only unseated one, right?
Yeah, well, you unseated the one Shionibus hit, the one the Magus hit. Yeah, so there should be
2.
3. There's 3 that are still seated.
So we are we like good now? Are we okay at this point?
Well, you have 1 point. The team is still half seated. Top of round 2, Shionibus, give me a willpower save or will save to shake off the paralyze.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can.
Can I aid from the stands? I'm just kidding. I can't.
That's
believe
25.
25. I believe the DC was a 26. I think I said that.
Remember.
Let me double check my stats.
I think so,
Yeah.
but
I
Yeah.
think it was that.
Bummer.
That sounds like a familiar number.
it'd be
Yep.
crazy if some healing came from
PJ,
the stands.
Hey, PJ, cause I'm free. Fun.
I know you did it for a hero point, and I will give it to you. Go ahead and roll it.
I know my audience. 29.
29.
Yeah.
You were able to shake off the paralysis spell, and I'll give you 3 actions. So go ahead. The ball's been removed from your hand. It's hit the net, and it starts to drop back down again. You see 1 seated red dragon rider in front of you, the other red dragon rider under Dragon, and the other one way in the back. Do you go for the ball or one of the 3 dragon riders?
The one square in front of me. Is he in grappling reach in front of me?
I mean, he did try to grapple you, so I'm gonna say yeah.
I'm gonna kick him off his dragon.
Give him the boot.
All right.
Give him the boot.
Give me an athletics check.
Athletics? Ugh. It's all just a ruse. That's an 18.
In total?
Yeah.
All right. You put up a leg and you start trying to. You get a pretty good placement, but as you shove off, you realize he's a professional. He's not knocking off from that. Might hit him with a little something extra. You still have 2 actions left.
Fire my crossbow demolition thing. That's a 29? 30,
29.
sorry. 30.
30. That'll
To
hit.
Cool.
That'll hit.
This is fun, guys.
17 damage.
17 damage. You close range, foot on his chest. You get that massive bow. You get a javelin, center it, pull it back as hard as you can, and just shoot it off. It hits him in the arm, and you can just hear him go as he basically gets blunted by a javelin thrown very, very hard.
What my time? Oh no, that's a nat 1. She's like, just
Ooh.
fall off.
It goes wide, and with that, the one that you've been attacking decides they're going to go after the ball as it's coming down. They're going to go up and try to make a acrobatics check. Okay, yeah, they're going to fly up, catch the ball. With the other 2 actions, they're just going to go into a dead drive or nope. They get way too much wind resistance, and as they're coming down, they kind of come back up. I'm going to say they're even in range of Dragon, who is probably just like loafing right in the middle of the entire pitch.
Wait, does that mean I get an attack of opportunity?
He will throw the ball, meaning yes, you can, as he tries to just huck it down to get a point.
Oh yeah. Come on, attack of opportunity. Probably not. It's a 7 on the dice, but that is a 30?
30. Wow, yeah, that'll hit.
Sweet! Alright, cool. Just weapon damage though, right?
Yep.
Okay. But it's 4d12 still, so that's fun. 8 plus 10, so 18. Plus 15, so that is... My brain is not working, it's malfunctioning. 33 damage.
33 damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. 37 damage.
37 damage. That's going to hurt really hard. He is bloodied as you get a nice clean shot. He kind of ricochets with it. With his last bit of strength, he throws the ball down with a successful throw, and the score is made. Blue and red, 1-1, tied. Now, the only way you can win at this point is to either get one more goal or unseat all the writers before this episode ends in 5 minutes. But that being said, it is now Dragon's turn.
Okay. So after he casts the spell, do I know where that the guy is underneath me?
Yes.
Cool. I'm top gunning this motherfucker. I'm gonna tell Rookie to flip. And I'm going to recharge my spell strike with rapid recharge. And I'm gonna yell, "What goes around comes around, bitch!" And I'm going to spell strike with a heightened 3 sudden bolt.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit. I'm going to say he's flat-footed because you're literally just going whoop, attacking upside down.
Look, Dice, you've been doing very good for me, but I need a crit here. I want it. Okay, I'm gonna hero point. Oh, it's the same roll. Anyway, it's a 32.
That will hit.
Really
Okay.
good.
Hey, PJ, did I tell you how much I like this? I like the sword. I like the sword. I like the big sword. All right. So 4d12 for the sword. So 13 plus 10. So 23 plus 5. So 28. And then a heightened 3 sudden bolt is 7d12 electricity damage, plus the 2d12 electricity damage from
Ride the Lightning.
Ride the Lightning. So I'll do the Ride the Lightning now. So that's another 8 damage from Ride the Lightning, and then I'll roll all the other stuff and I'll just add that up.
All right.
6, 12, 20, 21. So 21 damage. Pretty low for the sudden bolt, but...
Okay. So combined, that would be...
So it was 30... What was it? 36 plus 21, so 57?
Okay. Yeah, with that, as you just swing with the sudden bolt, it hits him solid clean in the shoulder, burst of lightning, and he just flies out of the seat of his dragon, who now just dive bombs in an attempt to save him. That being said, the ball is shot back up towards the center of the pitch. One of the other riders is going to attempt to intercept it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Rookie flip back over so that we can stay in the air because he's already awkward. It's like turn back. So my last action will be to have him do that.
So the other rider comes up. By the way, I think 3 have been unseated. Only 2 are still seated. The other one comes flying up to it, tries to grab it, misses. Tries to grab it again as it's leaving, misses, and then rears up his dragon and starts flying straight upward to at least intercept it. The ball is still going up. As it's going up, the one rider is flying, and you have Tobit by the rings, by the net still, and Tobias still in his position, kind of about to pincer the ball. The rider is going. Next up is Morel. Morel's turn. He gets kind of starts jumping on the seat of the dragon and beelines it for the ball. He's going to try and make an athletics check, and yeah, it's going to be enough. He flies, sees the guy, sees the ball, sees the Raphaelises, and then gets kind of a silly, desperate idea.
Actually, when it's plural, it's Raphaeli.
Oh, Raphaeli. Oh, okay.
Sidney.
He sees the Raphaeli.
Hi.
This is so worth it for the look that's in his face.
So Morel sees what's going on, sees the rider, sees the 2, gets up, leaps off of the dragon, tackles the guy in full heavy mount gear, and just takes him off his own dragon. And they're falling. Both dragons proceed to dive bomb down and try and save their riders, which means the ball and the Raphaeli are unattended. That means another person's going to go. They're going to try and unseat one of y'all so they can hopefully win with this tie. There's only one that's not unseated at this point in time, and that's going to be the person attacking. Why not? Shionibus. It's a 2 on the die face. Doesn't matter. They're going to miss.
Yay.
And then realizing they just can't touch it, they're going to go after the ball. 4 on the dive face. They are lagging that upward climb. They're just trying. They're getting closer and closer, but man, they're just not hitting full speed. We know who can go full speed. Tobit, who is up next. He sees that ball coming, and he looks to Tobias, and he says, Tobias, you're closer. Grab and throw me the ball. I'm right here. We can make the winning goal. He's going to make a diplomacy check.
Tobias, you got this!
He rolls a 9 on the die face.
No.
Tobias.
I'm giving him my hero point.
Now, does someone want to make a diplomacy check in lieu of Tobit?
I am
I'll
horrible
aid.
at it.
Yeah, let's aid.
Yeah, let's do this.
How do we aid? I don't know.
Well, how about this? We go out on a big one. This will be a group DC as you all are shouting at Tobias to hand his dad the ball, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Toss your dad the ball. Oh my god.
Play toss with your dad. So,
Oh.
group DC, possibly to end it. Let's see, there's 3 of you. You're level 10. Okay. Do you want to know the group DC now, or do you want to know it after you roll?
I want to know it after the
Okay.
fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Everyone give me
have
diplomacy checks.
diplomacy
Okay.
check.
All right.
Okay.
12 on the die, so that's a 22 for Dragon.
Okay.
29.
31.
Ooh.
So, the DC was 85. 22, 29, 31. You rolled 82.
But what about Tobit?
I mean, Morel. What about Morel?
Morel.
Morel.
Now, I know you want to get some help here. You have one shot. Who do you want to roll? Tobit or Morel?
I think Tobit personally, but that's
Yeah.
let-
That would it would make the most sense.
it makes the most sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He will have minuses. Let's see what happens. So I want to know what each of you are yelling at Tobias in this moment of intense, high-pitch action as he's holding a 15-pound ball. Dragons are flying, people are falling out of the sky, and his dad, that he has not known for 30 years, is saying, "It's okay, throw me the ball." What are you saying, all of you?
You're gonna hear Lona shout from the stands. This is your shot. Don't waste your shot to pass it to your dad. Please just pass the ball, man. Just come on.
Okay, so you shout that. Dragon, what do you shout?
Pass the ball, Tobias! There's ladies in the stands that like the winners!
Okay. Shonimus, what do you shout?
It's right there past the goddamn ball.
Okay. So as you all say this, Tobit looks at Tobias and says, "I know I haven't been there for you, but I'm here right now. I'm right here. And we can walk away together. We can end this whole thing and go on to the next thing. But for us to do that, Toby, I need you to give me the ball." And Tobias looks at him, and you start seeing tears well up in his face. It's an ugly thing. Through gritted teeth, he just says, "Fine." And then we just move on to the next thing. "I'm trusting you, old man." Throws the ball up to his dad. Tobit takes the ball and throws it right into the net.
Yes!
Blue team wins 2-1 at the buzzer. And as that happens, with great excitement, Tobit flies down and puts two huge arms around Tobias and hugs him. And you can just hear him yelling, "We did it." And Tobias puts one arm around his dad, slowly puts his head into his shoulders, and proceeds to cry. This is the end of episode 46 of Edge of Legend.
That was fun.
Unlike Dragon Ball, the absentee father and the son actually kind of connect later in life. Like, Gohan and Goku? Nah, Tobit and Tobias.
Reeve Psyche, imagine if Tobit had not won.
Oh my god, I would have been so
I
sad.
would have been so upset. I would have been like, "God damn it!"
It was a 10 on the die face, and I was like, "Oh, that's an in." His bonus is like plus 20. He's just gonna throw it right up in there.
Yes.
So 2-1. Welcome to Dragon Ball, the 360-degree competitive sport where you win by either knocking people out, or putting the ball in the hoop. I might even start working on these rules a little better, and maybe even make this like a thing you can play. So you can play Dragon Ball at home with your friends.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Dragon's like, wait, there was a ball?
By the way, Dragon, how long does Enlarge last?
5 minutes.
Ugh.
We're not going to end just yet. Dragon, give me a save.
Which
Oh.
one?
God.
You
Oh.
you suddenly realize in the heat of the moment, everything feels warm and then cool and then weird. Rookie is now medium size again, and you're falling.
Good thing I prepped some spells. Cast Enlarge again. Spam. Like, oh god.
Give me an arcane check -2. The DC to beat is 27.
27. Oh no. Oh, come on, Arcana. Okay. It's a -2.
Yeah.
That's 26.
So this is where we're going to end episode 46 of Edge of Legend. We're going to see what happens with that next week. Everyone, let's say our goodbyes and our goodnights, starting with Sidney. Sidney, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet internet.
Hi, my name's Sidney. I'm just grateful there's safety nets at the bottom of this ring. So, You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I'm all over the place. I do lots of different stuff on all that social media. So if there's one that you prefer over the other, you're gonna get something different every time. And let's see. Oh yeah. So on Fridays, Wes, Randy, and I are on another show called Grave Haven. That's on the channel Q Times. That airs at 7 p.m. PST. And that's a dark gothic campaign. And things are getting wild. So if you like our energy and you want to check out a darker campaign, go head on over there. It's a lot of fun and we have a great time.
Yeah. Well, next up, we have Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, everyone. I'm Wes at Wes_IRL on the social media things. And yeah, you can find me, Sidney, and Randy over on Q Times for Gravehaven, Fridays at 7 p.m. Just like Sidney said, I play a very drastically different character over there. But yeah, come hang out. It's a lot of fun.
Heck yeah. Next up, we have Kylie. Kylie, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I am Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life all over the internet and whatnot. I have a few projects in the works with a couple of the cast members here, and that will be announced whenever it's announced. So keep an eye on that. I have a couple of other projects possibly in the works and whatnot, but you'll just have to stay tuned and keep an eye out on my socials to find that out.
Yeah. Well, that just leaves little old me. My name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at PJ Megaw, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. When I'm not here with these amazing legends, I'm doing so much stuff, y'all. February and March is going to be insane. I'm working on some amazing stuff also with Queen Court Games. That being said, their Vampire the Masquerade podcast, The All Night Society, is coming back February 7th. With a bunch of awesome episodes for season 2. It's going to be great. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, go check them out on Spotify. I make people cry. It's great. Let's see. Also, there's some other amazing projects we're going to be working on. I know that I'm working on, and I would love to tell you more about it when I can. Not only from Queen Court Games, but other places you may recognize. And I think I'm just going to keep it simple and leave it at that. So now I'm going to go look for the person to raid next. Holy crap, we got to raid somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who we're going to raid. We're going to raid our friends over at Paul Dances.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't even have to say. We already know who it is.
I mean, first I actually have to check to see, like, oh, who's online? Oh, there they are. There we go. So I guess the question is, what should our raid cry be as we get into there?
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball.
Y'all gonna love my Dragon Ball.
Stuck in my head, man.
I'm thinking Rookie.
Rookie!
Sure.
Well, what do you think? Dragon Ball, Rookie? What do you feel? What are you vibing?
It's fine with me.
All right. Well, why don't we go and shout Rookie? Or, you know, hey, if you're feeling saucy, you want to shout something out, shout whatever you want, as long as it's appropriate. They are friends of ours, so let's treat them as such. Until then, we'll see you same nat time, same nat channel here at Wednesday, 8 to 11 Pacific Standard Time. Love you. Bye-bye.